Dude, I bought probably like 80 shots on New Year's. I would just buy like 7 at a time and just hand them out to.
I remember me and you had a shot together.
Yeah.
And then, Rudy, you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
How do I sound?
Sound great. Do you want to do it yourself or do you want me to do it?
Hello.
Yeah. It's way better when someone else makes it. It's like a sandwich.
1 2 3 1 2 3. Hey, what's up with hey Jen?
What's up with what? You got any more problems there, Rudy?
No problems at all, baby. Who's this? Ultron, I just posted now.
Check. Cool. I think we're all good. We're rolling. Yeah, we're rolling. Okay, yeah, this is okay.
Yeah.
I gotta get a better freaking mic stand. Like my mic stands suck, right?
They're
Everything else is good.
yeah. I mean everything else is. I mean if we're going to core, the core is like an 11 out of 10.
Yeah, that's all Nicola. That's the owner of the studio. So this is coin 8.
This is. I mean it's great.
Yeah. How I like to say coin.
Shout
C.
out to Coin 8 Studios.
Woo.
Okay, I'm gonna intro the episode. Episode 6.
Are you recording directly into that?
I'm recording directly
That's
right there.
crazy. You're so old school.
Why? What would you do?
I don't know.
Record into
into a
your
computer.
What does the new school say?
Yeah, okay, so that might happen at some point with a switcher and stuff. Right now, dude, it takes me like 13 hours to edit this thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half of footage. And so yeah, I need a movie every week. Sick. Episode 5 with talk. I don't know if I got that out there.
Hi.
I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, Island Diaz Spice Rum.
The best drink in the
If
world.
you're drinking, you should try it. If you're not drinking, you should just look at the content if you want or listen to the podcast. And then leisure department.
Leisure department.
If you like leisure stuff, they got you covered. Departments also. So shout out leisure department.
It's like athleisure, like ass leisure.
Ass leisure, they do that too.
That's-
They do it all, baby. Just like us.
So do they do athletic leisure?
No, they. I don't know. I gotta hold my mic.
Am I close enough?
You're close enough. I hear you.
Is it okay?
Yeah. So how's everything going? So I met Talk about a year and a half ago, and since then, he's been on
Has it
a
been a
world.
year and a
It's
half?
a year and a half. Why is it? Do you think
Why not?
longer?
Yeah, I thought it was like 3 years.
It's maybe. Well, it was kind of like.
Been a whirlwind of a year.
It was during COVID, no?
Yeah.
Or was it before?
It was like second COVID.
Oh, okay.
So COVID 2.0 or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Where at? How?
We met online.
I love it. This is
Yeah.
amazing. Slide into
We
the
met on
DM.
Grindr.
And things are going pretty okay.
Yeah. My life hasn't been the same since.
Yeah. No. Yep.
Love it. Love.
We met where Island Diaz was born.
At the distillery.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say at the back of a.
Back of a van.
Back of a van.
That was after.
That was after.
That was after. So no, we met, but like we did some funny sketches together. So I realized he was funny. He thought I was funny. So we did something together. And I wrote. I don't know if you saw it.
The one today?
No,
Which one?
he's not in the one today.
I wasn't in that one.
Like
But which one? Then?
the Nickelback one. When I thought he was.
Oh yes.
When I thought he was Nickelback.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking good.
That was with Ryan, Irish Ryan.
Where is that guy? I was gonna ask you where that guy is.
He's in Ireland or London.
He
Okay. He's
got
back. He's back
deported.
to the homeland. He got deported.
He
No.
got deported.
He had to leave.
He got deported.
His time was up.
He was too good looking. He was making too much money in this country, and he just got deported.
Turn this guy down a little bit.
What?
Take him down a peg.
Poor guy. Poor lad.
Poor lad.
Poor one out for him.
Yeah, no, Ryan's hilarious. So, I mean, if you haven't seen those sketches, I'll try to post it. I got to find it. But we were trying to find Nickelback, and Ryan brought Talk in. And then Talk tricked us into thinking that he was Nickelback.
I was so devious.
It was good. It was a really good one. Everyone likes those ones.
I fucking had a good laugh. I didn't realize it was you though.
Yeah, it was me.
Well, because he had pink hair before.
Oh,
Was it pink then?
Yep. It was like grown out pink. It was like Kurt Cobain pink.
I'm just missing all that time.
Oh,
Dude.
Everything before the Big Bang, the Big Life
Right?
Bang.
So
Just missing it all.
that's like Your single wasn't even out then.
No,
right?
I was living in like the worst apartment in Etobicoke
Sick.
with Drew, who does all my content that was there.
Yeah, where's Drew?
Sleeping? Probably. Is there a Raptors game? He's probably watching that.
He's probably at the Raptors game.
Yeah, he's doing something with that.
Shout out Drew though, he's awesome. Party New Year's.
Shout out to Drew and us stealing his job. Let's do some content right now. Can we send our content to Drew right now, live?
Yeah, I don't know if he's even like. He might be in bed. He goes a bit early.
Oh, that's like
wow.
me.
He's like really early.
4:30.
Yeah, I'm like 10.
4:30 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly
Wow.
what he does.
That guy is 4:30 a.m. every
4:30.
day.
Every day?
Legit.
wait.
4:30 a.m.
I wake up at 4:45.
Do you drink coffee and then smoke weed?
Nope. No, I don't really smoke weed.
Okay, me neither.
Do you? No.
I haven't smoked weed in years.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do it, but you don't really want to see me
It
on
makes
weed.
me go nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I can do any drug, but as soon as it's weed, it's like
Not fun.
I will disappear.
So are you living in LA now?
I'm kind of splitting my time. I live in North York with Connor, my guitar player, my drummer Carter, Drew, my girlfriend, my drummer's girlfriend, and oftentimes Connor's girlfriend. There's a lot of
Oh wow.
There's a lot
It's
of
not-
girlfriends going on.
It's
here.
not a big house.
What's
Everybody has
going on?
everybody has a girlfriend.
Really? Well, that's
Yeah.
good. No one's lonely.
Yeah. Everybody has a girlfriend. But I've never heard anyone have sex in the whole house. Not
Are
even
you guys
one time.
celibate?
No, maybe. There is rumors going around that we were like sometimes me and my girlfriend like to talk about what we think. If
really?
the other people in the house are having
Nobody's
sex or not. 'Cause we
sleeping
never
with
heard,
each other.
Because like everybody must be quiet. Like they must be like so silent.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
it's not. It's like a house from the '70s. Like it's not.
you know what it is? It's like because I grew up in a very small house
Yeah.
where like the
people
walls.
like learn.
Oh, dude, I know how to be silent. I'm a sexy silent guy. If I have to be, I'm like so silent that you wouldn't even know. Like, you know what
was
you guys-
gonna say something.
It's impossible for me to be quiet
No, but
in any way.
yeah,
Like I'm not a shouter, but
no. Well,
By
you were
any
telling me
means.
that you break microphones just from your voice.
sometimes
Yeah.
that's happened.
Well, don't break mine.
I won't. I don't plan on screaming.
How do you break microphones?
His
That's
voice.
what I
If
want to
they're
know.
real, just like shitty, like mics.
So do you like bite them or do you smash them?
No. I do have a strong jaw though.
Okay.
I do have a strong jaw. Like jaw breakers when I was a kid, I used to just bite through 'em.
Oh fuck yeah.
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 I don't know if that was training
Potentially.
for something later in life. I don't know.
Potentially. Okay, so back to the roommates. So are they all on tour with you? Are you touring? You're touring with
Yeah.
Serena Ryder, right?
No. Well,
Didn't you? Maybe no. Maybe.
I played a show with her.
Okay.
She's like, so my managers manage her.
Yeah.
Also, but we've only played a couple things together. I hope to be on the road a lot this year.
yeah.
I'm hoping for it.
Yeah.
And when we leave, the house becomes empty, pretty much.
Oh, do you guys Airbnb it?
No, we're too fucking lazy for that.
Yeah.
There's too much. There's too much like important shit in the house. Like the house. It's actually funny. We probably could because the doors can lock. Because the house used to be an Airbnb, and so there's like every room in the house has been converted into a bedroom, even though it wasn't. So like there's 2 doors going into Drew's room because it was like a living room kind of dining room, but they converted them all into bedrooms for this Airbnb, which was perfect for us because we knew we'd have a lot of people living in it. So it's a small, tiny little house, but no storage, no anything. And there's only really one person there or 2 people there when we leave. Like if Drew's not with us, then he'll be there.
And Drew's the director, right?
Director, like his like strongest thing is like marketing and social media, content ideas.
Does he handle all yours?
Yeah, we do
Oh,
it
wow.
all together. Yeah,
Wow.
everything from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like everything you saw, like even when we were living together, like we were so poor. I was so poor when you met me. I probably had no money. I was probably asking Drew for like $20 to get home from the day you saw me.
Oh,
we had nothing because I wasn't really working because it was COVID.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I had Serb, but kind of not. And well, I had a little bit of Serb.
Okay. Serve it up.
But when
Shout out to Sir.
shout out to Serb, when you gave me a bottle, I hadn't had like liquor in a long time because I couldn't afford it.
Oh no.
And so I was like, oh man, I gotta keep this bottle.
Yeah. Did you keep the bottle? Because that is like
I
very
have
limited
it
edition.
somewhere. I have
Yeah.
it somewhere because it was you wrote one of one because it was like the first.
It was like there was only 20 of those ones.
I think
There's
you
like
had
20
just
of.
gotten the stuff from Jake, the art
Yep.
from Jake
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I saw you. And
That's how we kind of met, right? 'Cause you
Shit,
saw it from
that was
Jake.
like early on, man.
Yeah, it was
Early.
like it wasn't.
Early.
You weren't bottling yet. You were just like
Yeah.
starting to.
Yeah.
And I took the bottle home and like we drank it that night.
You and Drew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we drank it it was like a Wednesday. Like we 100% drank. I hadn't had liquor in so long. Like I was drunk when I left the distillery.
Oh, we were lighting it up.
Yeah.
This is
we were
the
lighting it
best
up.
story so far, man.
and it was because I hadn't had liquor in so long. I was drinking like the cheapest beer. I was drinking like what's that beer in the black can? It's like ice, Molson Ice or something.
Black Ice.
Yeah,
Molson
it's like
or whatever.
7%.
Yeah.
I was drinking
Max
that.
Ice, Max
Max
Ice.
Ice, because it was the cheapest, highest alcohol content I could have.
Oh yeah.
And so like when I got this liquor, and it's fucking good.
Island
It's
Diaz,
like my favorite thing.
Yeah, thank
and so as soon as I had a bottle of it, we dummied it down. And I felt so guilty after. I was like, fuck.
No,
I
just keep
should
the
have kept
bottle,
that
man. I'll
bottle
refill
full.
it.
I know. It's got to be somewhere. We moved into that house
Yeah.
out of that because we lived. Man, it was the worst apartment. I still have nightmares about that fucking apartment. Anyway,
Better times
it's
now, though.
Fucking way better
Dude,
now.
year and a half. Look at that, eh? Your life changed pretty shortly
It was-
after that, though. I feel.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it took a little bit because when Runaway to Mars first came out, it was like a response, but it wasn't like a global response. It was like
Yeah.
a local and like U.S. kind of Oslo, Norway was a big thing. They were into it, and then it took probably a year, a little more than a year, and then had a resurgence in August of this year. Mm-hmm. Well, last year, I guess.
Yeah, because it had like that double hit basically.
Yeah, and then it hit for real. And I knew from when I released the song, I knew it was gonna happen. It was just about like when.
I knew too, and I'm not just trying to say any kind of bullshit
you
here.
knew.
I
He's
knew.
like, yeah, man, I knew as well.
No.
As soon as
When I
saw
first
you.
heard that, I'm like, that's a song. You know what I mean? Like that's a song. That's an anthem.
You talked about, no offense, but he was talking about you.
What do you mean, no offense?
I'm really offended. I'm like super offended.
Don't be offended, but he was talking about you. Secretly, he was talking about you at night.
Yeah.
in your sleep.
No.
No,
what?
you've been talking about him for a while now.
Yeah, no, for sure. I rep the boys.
Yeah,
Try to.
yeah.
But no, when I did hear it, I was like, yeah, this. Not only is he funny, he's very talented.
Thank you.
But I think we did some fucking hilarious shit with the Nickelback thing.
Yeah, that was fun. And then what? Like basically, I just like disappeared for. I didn't even know until I messaged you. Like I was so slammed.
You were. I could see though.
It was like 8 months of like nonstop. Like this last 3 weeks has been like. I needed it, and I probably should have taken 2 or 1, but I needed the time. Like up until today's really my last like day.
Yeah.
Where
cool.
it's like nothing, no one.
Nice.
Everybody knows not to call me.
Yeah.
Even my mom texted me on my way here, and she was like, "Are you mad at me?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Oh, you haven't like responded to me in like 4 days." And I was
Right.
like,
You're just taking time.
I'm just trying not to be on my phone.
No, it's good. It's super good. Everyone needs to reset.
Yeah.
With that, like, how do you take care of yourself on the road? Do you meditate or anything?
Probably
That kind of stuff?
should.
Yeah. I'm a huge meditator.
You're a big minute. What do you use? You use like Headspace or anything? Or
Nothing.
you just
No,
do,
I
like,
do
your own silent-
transcendental meditation. So I did like this whole. I'm part of a cult, basically.
Yeah, that's.
They are not gonna like that I said that, so I gotta cut
I've
that.
been like really horny
He's
recently. And
a
that sounds so sexual.
Scientologist.
Oh,
That
really?
sounds so sexual. Transcendental. What was it called?
Transcendental.
I just watched some Netflix shit that was like.
Transcendental.
It was like a masturbating cult. It was like on Netflix. There's a
Your house,
documentary-
dude.
Yeah, my house. But yeah, silent masturbators.
All the girlfriends.
No, yeah. No, it was like meditation, orgasmic meditation, and there's like a whole doc on it.
No,
You
I don't
gotta
know
see
anything
it.
about
It's
that.
fucking crazy. There's a company in San Francisco
Does it?
that would like people would come and work for the company and sell these like classes and memberships, and like these women would get like diddled in front of a whole room of people.
Oh.
And you had to pay like a membership fee, and people. It was like it's fucking crazy.
From
I
my
highly suggest it.
recollection, I don't think that's ever happened to me, but I could be wrong. I don't think I've ever ejaculated.
not that, is what you're saying.
No, it's just mental stuff. So like maybe I
I
mentally
was
come. I don't know.
looking on Netflix right here, but somehow I've got Italian Netflix here, and it's like a children's Netflix. I'm looking for it right now.
You're not
Give
trusting.
me-
It's called something. It's called OM or something.
Orgasm meditation.
Something like that.
Orgasmic.
OM?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I've never actually heard of this,
I
but
don't know if it is called that, or it's called.
Om Shanti Om.
No.
OMG.
Well, it's called. What was the company called? Fast something. I don't know.
fleshlight.
Flashlight. Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Fast.
But anyway.
No meditation, and I'm trying now to work out. Like,
Okay.
and then I try to read every day, just for myself before. So if I wake up at 4:45, like that's my thing, and then by the time it hits 9, everyone's just calling me nonstop.
Right.
Right. So I
Right.
can't. It's really hard.
It's
for
like
me
your
to-
own time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get that.
But
I feel like I always want to have those habits, and then I just fuck off so fast over that shit.
Same.
I'm trying to figure out how to be more consistent. I think consistency is the most important thing.
I think the biggest thing is be 1% better every day.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to do. And again, dude, I'm 36 years old, and I fucked up these steps 1.5 million times.
Yeah.
But I'm getting it the last 2 months.
Yeah.
So it took me like 36 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, my whole thing is you definitely have to take care of like everything about what's going on, because we get so busy with life, and even like we haven't talked for about 1.5 years. Right. Yeah. And it doesn't seem like that, but
yeah, it doesn't.
So think about all the other stuff that's happened. So.
I mean, there is at one point like time is such a weird. That's what I'm noticing the most is time is the weirdest thing.
Oh, it's so weird.
Like how it's perceived. Like I went that full like I moved here in 2017 from Ottawa, I think, or like 2018, 2017. That 4-year kind of block of time feels like it was 10. Like I felt like I was here doing fuck all for like 4 or 5 years, and then the last year, like it went by so fast. But at the same time, there's parts of it that feel like it took forever, or that were so long when I was away from home. Like at one point, I had gone. We had played in New York, and then immediately traveled for 24 hours to London, then to Norway and Sweden, and all these places, and came home, and I felt like it had been like a month since I'd been back, but it was like a couple days.
Right.
You know, it's like the weirdest concept of like traveling and going through time zones is just such a new thing. I had never traveled before this year.
Oh, really?
Like I had been to Florida and LA. That's it.
No way.
Nowhere else. Well, New York, but my brother lives there.
Yeah. So, I mean, I used to do TV shows, and I was on the road for about 3 years. Like every 3 days would be in different cities.
Right.
So that I don't do that anymore because I'll fucking die.
Yeah.
But that is insane. Like that's kind of like
that's
where your
common.
lifestyle is.
That's common.
Yeah. It's fun, and I mean, it's good. I think you'll be in the position where you don't have to like figure out certain things that I had to figure out.
Yeah, I definitely have. It's definitely nice to have people do the logistics.
Yeah.
For sure. Because I suck at. I fucking can't.
I'm not good at it either. I get stressed out really quick with that kind of stuff. I don't get stressed out at all, except for when I have to like book an airplane ticket, because I always fuck it up. Flair Airlines or whatever. Yeah, my girl, she doesn't let me book anything, which is good.
It's been a mess. I got a buddy who flies for Air Canada, a couple of them, but my best friend. So anytime I have like airplane questions, just ring him.
He's
up.
the guy.
He knows everything.
Yeah.
This guy's incredible. I was talking about it last night. We were watching the gold medal game last night, me and the roommates, and it was so backwards, but I have like a TSN account, but I give it to him because he watches a lot of sports. And so we were on Discord, and he had it pulled up and was sharing his screen with my TSN account. It's the most backwards thing in the world. And I just started asking him like hockey questions, and he fucking knows everything.
Do you know hockey stuff?
Like I played for like 17 years.
Oh, so you know hockey.
I played for a long time. Yeah.
He's from Ottawa, man.
But I took a break.
True.
I played very much house league with the boys. Hockey.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I played goalie for 16 years. Yeah, 17
Wow.
years.
Okay, cool. No, I don't know anything about hockey.
It's I lost it completely. I like lost the bug, but I'm getting it back.
You play on ice.
You don't play hockey.
You play on ice. That's all I know.
You play on the field?
No, on ice.
Oh, yes. You play hockey.
You play hockey on ice, right?
When we first chatted, the TikTok thing, you're kind of getting a handle on that. Did that had anything to do with like some
everything
success?
to do with it, man. Unfortunately, I mean, people ask about it, and like.
But it's the reality now. Like that is how.
Yeah, it's so easy to like give credit to, like TikTok, but it's true.
So how did it happen though? Because you were telling me about like what I do is I shoot the exact same when you're doing the covers.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
There's a telephone here?
Telephone.
Dude,
we have a caller.
Dude.
Put him on speaker.
Caller 101. Put him through. Let's check it out. Who's calling us?
Yeah, I remember that was just smart because I guess people are just seeing the same thing, so they're.
Yeah, it's
what's the logic with that?
There's so many variables. It's like any
TikTok
kind of
is calling us. TikTok is calling us.
The cabal, the TikTok cabal is on us. There's so many variables with like videos and especially short form content.
Yeah.
Where it could be like you're wearing something different, all of a sudden it's like that's amazing, or it could be like you're wearing something different. No, that's not. Like I'm not gonna like that.
Okay.
So it's like impossible to predict, like almost impossible. There's certain times where we knew something was gonna go viral, but it's almost impossible to predict. And so it's like trying something over and over, in trying to like find the best version of it and see what works the best. And then when you find something that works, you double down on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Until you can't anymore. And that's what happened with Mars. It's like the second time it blew up, I had played. The catalyst for everything is my old agents had gotten me a festival in Quebec, FEQ, which is a big festival there, Quebec City.
Was that the biggest show you did? Because I remember seeing
it was 75,000.
Wow. Okay.
70,000
Before you go on with the TikTok, how did that feel? That must have been insane.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, when I went out there, I think I've told it before, but like I went out there and forgot like all the words to the first song. Like I had no idea what the fuck I was singing. I was shocked because my friend Jessia was playing the week before in the same slot.
Yeah.
And I think when she went out, it was maybe 30,000 or it got to 30,000 by the end. But because my night was with Luke Combs, who hadn't been to Canada in like 3 years.
Okay.
And he was like the biggest country artist.
He's a
at
country
that
guy,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. And so there were so many people that wanted to see him. And so when I went out, like at the beginning of my set, it was 40,000 or 50,000. And by the end of it, it was like 75. Wow. And so like by the end, I couldn't see anything.
That's
all
amazing.
I saw was people and sky.
That's amazing.
Like as far as I could fucking see.
What'd you do that night? Did you like?
I got drunk with Luke after that.
Really? Is he cool?
Yeah, he's great. He had just had a kid, and he was kind of like on the phone with his wife off the phone.
Are you talking about Luke Sagi?
No,
Luke
no,
Combs,
no,
Luke
no, no,
Combs.
Luke Sagi.
He's Luke Sagi.
Exactly.
He's a director and photographer. He's awesome. He's
definitely wasn't getting drunk.
He's amazing. He's wicked.
He just had a baby as well.
Yo, shout
So
out
that's
Luke.
why. Shout out to Luke Sagi over
Your
here.
little bundle of joy.
Yeah.
So he just had a baby as well. So I was like, is that the same Luke?
Different Luke.
Yeah. Rudy, have you ever been in a band before? I feel like you may have.
I was a
You probably
DJ.
played bass. DJ?
I was a DJ.
You were a DJ?
Yeah, I was a DJ.
Did you ever play the
DJ.
social?
No, I played in Yorkville.
Oh.
At the mall?
No, in Yorkville, not Yorkdale.
Oh, rich place.
A rich,
Rich guys.
well, that's
Like
where
I've been
all
to
the
a
rich.
spa there.
Exactly. So
Got a blood
I
facial.
played at This Is London. I played in Yorkville for a bit, and I played in Yorkville a bit more.
Oh, that sounds
A very central act.
Yorkville.
Very local.
So how it happened is that they fired me
where?
from Sassafras, which is like a restaurant.
Why'd you get fired?
I was doing drugs at work.
He was an extra guy.
That will get you. That will get you every time.
Yeah, he's
That
got some
was good.
stories, bro.
Believe it or not.
That's never happened to me, but
Yeah,
I haven't worked for a lot of people either. But I
Yeah.
should fire myself.
Yeah. Honestly, like I met that person like 7 years later, and I was like to her, "Hey, how was I like back then?" This is like we're talking 15 years back.
Yeah, sure.
And then she's like, "You're terrible," and I'm like,
Like a bad person?
"No, I was just good guy, but I was just like a shit show.
Right.
Right.
I would just come in and be like, no,
Loose
I was just a loose cannon. Yeah, I'd
I
come
can see
in.
that.
I always came in. I
You're
never
sort of
missed
like
it.
that now, but like nice.
Just without the drugs.
Just without the drugs.
Yeah,
I think we should put you back on drugs.
Yeah, let's try it.
No, God, no. I don't ever want to revisit that chapter ever
done with
again,
that. You
man.
closed
I'm
the book.
so listen.
You
once
close
you
the book and you burn.
once you close that book, it's over.
How do you close the book? Like,
Okay, I have a theory.
yeah, okay.
It's the 10,000 sort of hours theory.
Right.
So you have to do
You've got
10,000 words.
10,000 hours of like drug use, and
You perfected drug use.
once you
You're a professional
perfect
drug user.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Once you perfected it,
There's nothing
You're-
more to find.
there's nothing more to find. Once you've done it all, you're like, fuck it, I'm done.
Okay, no, that's reasonable.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's like rock bottom, though, right? Same thing. Like you hit rock bottom.
We've been thinking about that because here's the problem with rock bottom. There's no rock bottom. Rock bottom is death. We actually been talking about that and that philosophy for quite some times with
Right.
me and my buddies. People who don't drink, not because they had a problem, they just don't drink anymore, right?
Yeah.
So we've been talking about it, and we're like, "What's rock bottom?" And everybody came to the same conclusion: there is no bottom because every time there's a bottom, there's a new bottom.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't
It's a
drink very
perceived
much
bottom.
either.
Okay, we cannot say this to the audience.
What?
We gotta say that we drink all the time.
No,
but
no, no.
I don't
no.
drink all.
No, as an alcohol company, I only drink one and then done.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Right. Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Pretty much every time I come here, I only drink,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I
I'm
don't drink
honored.
outside of this. You should be
I am honored. I'm fucking honored, dude.
Okay, I want to know a little bit more about living in LA. I used to live in LA,
Yeah.
in Venice. I lived all over.
There
But
we go.
I love LA.
There
I just
we go.
don't. I gotta go
LA
back there in about
talk.
a week. I gotta go back there in a week.
Yeah. Where are you staying?
I'll probably go back to Venice. I'm shooting
Venice
a video.
Venice is the place I've spent the least time.
Yeah.
Where do you stay?
I've kind of stayed everywhere. Most recently was Glendale. I was in Glendale for a bit, a little outside.
Yeah. Kind of nice though. It's more neighborhoody.
That was definitely the most relaxed I've been.
Do you find when you're there, you got to be doing something? You got to be mean? Yeah.
And you feel guilty when you don't. And I had like this period of sickness, like September through to that December show that I played like before the new year. I was pretty much sick all the time.
With what?
It was just a reoccurring.
Like a cold?
I had an infection in the bone behind my ear, like in my skull. Like mastoiditis is what it's called. It's very fucking rare.
Yeah.
But it just kept coming back like every once in a while. And then that turns into ear infections because it's like the bone where your ear is, the inner fluid of your ear. And then that would turn into sinuses, into like tonsillitis, into bronchitis, into everything because it's the whole system gets fucked. And so I went and saw some ENTs and no one helped me. And then finally this guy in North Carolina, it was the randomest thing. He's like, yeah, I used to like help out Bon Jovi and the Jonas Brothers and like, let me put a camera down there. So he's like looking at my sinuses, looking at my throat, looking at everything.
Did you say that you shared the same doctor as Bon Jovi?
Yeah, but I don't know how
cool.
I don't know how legit it is. He gave me his number. He was pitching me an app the whole time. Like it was.
Sounds legit.
It was fucking.
Sounds legit to me.
He was pushing an app on me.
It's still the best care, the best medical care I've had outside of Canada.
Really?
Yeah, and even Canadian medical, like I pay like $400 out of pocket to see an ENT like next day here. In the U.S., that appointment cost me $100.
Oh.
And he like did the whole work. He spent like 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
So what was it? Did he what did he give you?
It was just reoccur. It was just.
He gave him an app.
It was
He gave him an app, and he fixed him with the app.
He texted,
I love it.
He texted me. He's like, "Can I tell? I'm on the phone with the Jonas guys and Bon Jovi, but I can't tell them I talked to you about it because it's breaking doctor-patient confidentiality unless you want me to." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. Go ahead, man. Stan Phillips. If you're in North Carolina, you need an ENT. Stan Phillips."
This is
I like that guy.
such a U.S. story.
Dude, it was crazy.
This is such a U.S.
the
LA
most,
story
It made me fall in love
ever.
with North Carolina. Like I loved it there because of him. It was crazy. But it was just I'd been misdiagnosed and like they gave me the wrong antibiotics. The
How
doctor
did you
gave me the
meet-
same one twice in a span of time.
So how did you meet this guy though? Exactly. Like
Was that a show?
No, another guy that works for Capitol. I'm signed to Capitol Records. The other guy,
Oh, shit,
I had
Capitol Records.
Yeah, I have the guy who does radio promo on that side of the U.S. Basically, if you're going to do radio promo, you have a song on the radio.
Yeah.
The label sends a guy to come with you, and he's like your fixer.
Okay, cool.
And he like shakes hands and has relationships with all
I think
the
that
people.
I would be really good at that job.
You would probably be great at that
I would
job.
love to do that job.
You'd be
It's
amazing.
cheap,
You're
it's
hired.
fun, man. You just travel with the artist
Fuck
like
yeah.
in a van for
Well,
like,
if that guy ever fucking leaves,
yeah,
hire
Joe
me.
Walsh, another fucking legend.
I
Absolute
bet.
legend.
I bet.
I walked into a room one time, and I was doing an interview, and I walk in, and the interviewer immediately looks up and goes, "Joe fucking Walsh." He's just like everyone knew this fucking guy.
I love it. Does he smoke cigarettes?
I don't know. Maybe
Sounds
at some
like
point.
maybe.
I
Maybe
think
he
he's
did.
sober. He talks about used to drink a lot.
Oh, cool.
But he found the doctor,
That's awesome.
and so I just went in. And the guy was a legend, but.
So, do you like the States? Do you like living there?
like
You're
certain
there
areas.
a lot, right?
There's a lot of great areas.
Yeah.
After I kind of did like a run from Florida up to DC and Philly, and I was stopping all along the way. I'm not a Florida guy. Can't get behind Florida.
Yeah.
It's too much of an armpit. Okay. I like the people, but the weather is just not for me. I do like thunderstorms and stuff, so that's cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, I like Florida. I love Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I love Milwaukee.
I think
too.
Milwaukee is one of the most underrated towns in the U.S.
I had a great time when I was.
Yeah.
it actually
Unlimited
really is.
beer,
It's crazy.
unlimited like architecture, like German architecture. There's the first German settlers were there, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
So everything looks.
There's like a lot
European.
of bridges and like moats, not
yeah.
moats, but like rivers.
Great food, great restaurants. Great
Yeah, it's
music
surprising,
scene.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I spent like when I was doing the shows, we'd go to. I've been to basically everywhere in the States like 3 times over.
Yeah.
And that spot, like I remember there was actually like beautiful women too. I was single, by the way. Shout outs to
being
That was
single.
awesome. that
Are you-
girl. Do you want another one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you guys talk while I make one.
I love
Yeah,
having
yeah.
a girlfriend. Girlfriends are great.
I mean, all your buddies at your place have girlfriends.
Everybody has a girlfriend.
Yeah,
It's
everybody
actually
has a
incredible.
girlfriend. What's up with that?
We're just men of love.
So, quick question. Did you have a girlfriend when you met him?
No.
No.
That's a recent thing. Well, not
okay.
recent, like a year and a half.
So right after.
Yeah, pretty much. The September after we would have met.
So pretty much your luck turned around as soon as you met him.
Yeah, it's true.
Look at
my
that.
career blew up.
Your career blew up. And you're living in LA.
I found love.
You found love.
Thank you. I think it was the Island Diaz is the nectar of the gods. Do you have a slogan for it yet?
We don't. What's your island?
Yeah, what's your island is cool.
What's your island?
Or like, let's go to the island.
Hey,
Or like,
wait a second.
I'll meet you at the island.
Can we talk about what's your island?
Not yet.
There's no slogan yet.
No, not yet.
Cheers, brother.
But no, what'd you say? The nectar of the gods.
Nectar of the
I
gods.
love that. I might use that.
Nectar of the gods.
It's so good, man.
Oh, it's so good. You know what we do? I don't know if you've seen, but we do a lot of the rap videos. Where
No.
like,
There's just they have Island Diaz and
yeah, but like I was shooting them at the distillery. So now we're at Coin 8, which is Coin 8 Studios.
right.
But at the distillery, remember we had the white psych we were building? It might have been like half done. It was half done for like 6 months.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyways, we finished it and we would do a bunch of rap videos because I know so many rappers and
Yeah.
I'll give them a video and I'll get them. They'll just hold a bottle in it.
Yeah.
They get a free video in a bottle.
Yeah.
They're stoked, right?
Yeah.
So that was like our whole thing. But now we do them on the rooftop, which is sick.
Yeah, dude, it's the best drink.
Oh, dude, I love it. I love it. Okay, yeah. So Milwaukee,
Wisconsin. Another great city is Rochester.
Rochester, New York is another huge underrated city. And
The best pizza I've ever had at Peels on Wheels in Rochester. If anyone's there.
I'll tell you this much: Rochester. I have PTSD. We got some weed and it was laced with something else. Yeah,
With
we were all
what?
out for 3 days.
When was this?
This is 2014, end of 2014.
What were you doing there? in
We were
Rochester?
shooting something. I forget what I was
just
shooting.
Some video.
But me and some TV show. So me and the crew. I usually go find the weed. So I found some weed. And
Your name is just Go Find the Weed.
yeah, that's my. Hey, where's go find the weed?
You have like a guy with a security shirt, and then you have a guy with a Go Find the Weed shirt.
That's me. So I went and grabbed weed for the crew, and then I guess it was laced with something. Dude, we got
Crazy.
fucking. It was
like
nuts.
it was like a stimulant.
Like angel dust or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So everyone
wait a
was
second.
freaked out.
What is
and then
angel dust? That's what I want to know.
Did you even work?
No, well, we had 3 days off, luckily.
Oh, so
Yeah,
this
we're-
was the perfect time.
It was the perfect time to get fucking drugged.
right.
But
If there ever was one.
If there ever was one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be the perfect time.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, everyone was so high for 3 days, but we're all in our room.
Like in
Like,
your hotel rooms.
Yeah, we all had our own room, right?
So
we're
you're all just panicking individually.
yeah.
Oh my god. No one thought it would be a good idea.
I was
to-
naked for most of it.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, it was weird,
dude,
man.
this
I
is
hate
Some
it.
so
point, I
weird.
feel like if it's lasting that long, it's like make the most of it. You know, it's like I'm gonna just do
Yeah.
whatever I can to turn this experience.
It
from
was just weird,
absolute
though.
fear into like, I guess it's time to just live.
I don't know. Like, I've never felt like that ever in my life. It felt like I was just gonna die the whole time.
It was that.
It was weird,
intense.
man. Like, I didn't like it. Anxiety just.
Is that why you don't smoke weed anymore? Because
Okay,
Yeah,
it
problem.
probably has something to
But
do with that.
Yeah, right.
how did
Yeah.
you take your clothes off? That's what I want to know.
I don't remember, but they were
like
off.
halfway.
They were off, and I think there was ghosts in the room. It was nuts.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So me and Rochester, we don't get along.
Well, Rochester's canceled.
Yeah, Rochester's canceled. So be careful when you're buying weed
shit.
in Rochester.
Don't
'cause
be
that shit might
buying
be laced.
any weed.
That might
No
be.
weed in Rochester.
Anywhere in North Carolina. I just had
I like
such
North
a
Carolina a
fucking
lot.
Good time, man. The weather was cool. It was like not too hot, not too cold. Everyone was chill. The medical care was great.
Yeah, for sure. My cousin had a pro scholarship for soccer in North Carolina. So
Sick.
when I was shooting there, me and him would see each other. a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah, dude, it's great, man.
Yeah.
Like even I went to like the there's a CVS inside of a Target. Even the pharmacist, like people would come up and just like holler at him by name, and he'd be like, "No, Michelle, like I told you, like I sent it to the." Everyone just knew each other.
Yeah,
It was such a contrast to a city like Toronto.
that's wicked. Yeah.
And I was like, man, it was the first time in the U.S. where I was like, man, I could live here.
Do you like Toronto?
It's cool. I love the people. Again, I love the people. I don't really leave my house. I'm 40 minutes from downtown.
Okay.
Like in North York, I'm Yonge and Steeles, and so
Yeah.
it's kind of like stick around the neighborhood.
Yep.
I really like when I'm always gone. Like I'm always on the move so much when I'm working. So when I'm not, I just like
Chill out.
stay in my room.
Yeah.
You know.
No, for sure.
And so I haven't really explored a lot of touring.
That is the prevalent sort of, like what happens with like a lot of us that work like in kind of like our industries, like, I mean, we have grueling schedules, you know that.
Oh, I don't know if I told you what
Like
Rudy does.
he's got like a grueling
he's a stripper.
schedule.
Are you really? I can see it. He's got the eyes for it.
Yeah, he's got the body too.
Yeah.
Don't let this fool you. You know that belly there and this big old butt. He's got a stripper bod.
Sick.
Yeah,
That's
he's got a
sick.
fuck. Yeah, he goes to the gym. He gets sick bods.
My original dream was to be America's Next Top Model, and so this is.
But here's the funny thing about that.
It's nice to meet someone else.
You-
Right,
Similar
someone that's
aspirations.
entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
here's the funny thing about it. You actually are now.
Yeah, I am America's
You
Next Top
actually are.
In my head, I
He's
am.
actually is.
I'm
No.
working on the in real life, but in my head, I am.
We should do a music video about that. Actually, why don't we do a music video about that?
Okay, we will. But what
But
he
not
actually
with Tyra
does.
Banks because she's kind of canceled because she was really awful on that.
What
She
happened?
did, eh? She got
She
canceled.
got
was
canceled?
just not good on that show. Like people are looking back.
Is she
I
done?
met her once. I was
Probably
at,
shouldn't be doing that.
Is she
Tyra.
done?
what'd she do?
I just like there's so much shit with
She
like,
did a lot.
like sexual stuff. Not like sexual.
She
stuff,
did
but,
sexual
like-
stuff?
Did
No,
she
but like
figure them?
like gender issue
Oh,
and
okay.
like racial issues. There's a lot.
Yeah.
If you look it up and go, it was just like back then. No, everyone was like watching TV and like,
Right.
this isn't real. It's TV.
Right.
But it's like people coming forward like, yeah, it was fucked.
Yeah,
So
no, I
she's
see.
done right
You
now.
know? I'm getting nods on the couch like, hell yeah.
So
It
wait a
was
second. Tyra is no more in
I
that
only know
show.
this because my girlfriend told me.
Oh shit!
So
What?
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
she
really
was just mean.
She was really mean too. But there was a lot of weird racial issues and like.
It is their
Kind of,
job
yeah.
to be mean.
I feel like it was a step further though, and it was like accepted because it's like fashion and like modeling. So it was like
yo,
accepted
fashion's
that it was-
fucking crazy.
yeah. But
Fashion's
it was
the
actually,
worst.
in reality, it was like, oh fuck, that's not good.
Yeah, I was talking to my buddy who's like a pretty successful model at one point, and I was like, did anything ever happen? He's like, not to me, but I definitely heard some stories about some girls.
Yeah.
So I was like,
No, definitely fucked. My girlfriend was a model for a while. And
Yeah.
it was, she doesn't have great stories.
no, it's like,
There's no like, oh, it was so much fun and amazing. It was like, no,
And
it
everybody was
really
like,
bad, and
it's
everyone
bad.
was
Yeah.
really awful.
It is
sucks.
bad.
that sucked.
Rest in peace, models. Sorry. Rest in peace, the modeling industry.
Rest in peace, modeling.
We just
industry.
took down the whole modeling industry. So
That's how powerful this podcast is. Where are we
we're
going?
taking it to the streets.
We
Models
get like a
unite.
cease and desist from Tyra Banks next week.
Okay, anyway, I met her once at Soho House,
Wow.
Malibu. This is how we met her. So
Okay, hold on
I
a
was
sec.
here.
How
Did
did
Tell
you
that
get?
didn't have it?
she went like this. She opened the doors and it literally like the backlight, boom. It was, and then she's and I went like this. I'm like, hey, and then she's like, hey, and then my friend was like, yo, that's Tyra Banks. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck just happened. Dude. It was like insane. It was just like
You were
this
just
world,
hit by a star.
right? Like
You're just
literally.
like, what? So how did you get in at the Malibu Soho? That's what I
I
want
think
to
you have
know.
a membership everywhere, no?
I don't know.
Because that's the only one that we cannot get in.
I
'Cause
used
you
to
gotta be-
live there, so a lot of my friends live in Malibu. So,
So you can
Oh,
go with
okay,
a member.
okay. So you go with a member. Okay, gotcha.
I've
Gotcha.
been to the New York one and Toronto one, but I never cared. I just
They're
don't, I
cool.
just don't know.
I
It's
mean-
like I just like you walk in and there's a fireplace or something and some comfy
Yeah.
seats.
yeah,
I'd rather just
you
stay
can't
home.
kick around the furniture. Like,
They might
so
listen to
smart.
this, so let's like pretend like we're nice to them.
Okay, Soho House.
They,
Yeah, had
we
such
don't
a
want.
good time.
We had such a great time at Soho
I
House.
will say this.
They're great people.
I will say something about Soho House. I went to a showcase in New York at a Soho House. It was before I had released any music. I was there working on music.
Cool.
And I told, like, I had met a bunch of people. There was a label people there, and I was like, yeah, I'm talking. I'm like, I make music. It's really good. Like, you should listen to it. And, like, I got looked at like I was fucking insane. And so one of my greatest memories is that I was right. And I'm laughing at all of them now.
Hell yeah.
You know? But I did have a good time, and they're very nice buildings and good food.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. I don't really. Yeah, the concept is the concept. It is what it is. But, anyways, that was my Tyra Banks story.
Yeah, well,
Did you say anything to her?
I said, hey, because I didn't. I was like, I don't know.
He said, hey with a J. H-E-G.
hey.
Hey.
Hage.
H.
Hage. Tyra.
The Scandinavian hey.
The Scandinavian hedge. No, anyways, he's a production designer, so he builds sets and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, he does big commercials, that kind of stuff. I gotta make sure
Bro,
I
you're the real
vouch.
deal, huh?
I gotta vouch for Rudy, right?
You gotta vouch.
So-
What if I'm not?
I don't
Because
know.
we never worked together, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Not even once.
Not even once.
How do you know each other?
My bar, he lives like right around the corner from me.
Oh, so you just show up, or used to show up there a lot. It's not anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, we met through a mutual friend of ours
Was it the bald
TJ?
guy that also works there?
last year.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
After the Garrison, when I played the Garrison.
Oh, that was fucking sick.
Oh, wait a
I
second.
wasn't there, but my friend Sean, the cowboy guy.
Yeah. He did the merch for.
Yeah, he was so pumped. He's like, "Yo, your boy," and he's like full blown a fucking cowboy.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
no
is he
tricking,
really?
no tricking with him, dude.
Wait,
Like,
he's the merch guy, right?
he's a merch guy, yeah.
He's a cowboy.
Well, he looks and talks like a cowboy, I call him-
yeah, that's true. He
I
did
call
have
him-
boots on, I think.
and he's
when I
got like good lingo.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like he's got all the catchphrases.
Yeah, one time he was at my front door with merch. He just delivered it.
Fuck
to me,
yeah,
and I
he's
was like,
wicked,
I was not expecting that.
dude. When we started selling, he just buy bottles like every week and just drink them.
Whoa.
It's wicked. Yeah, shout out Cowboy Sean.
Yeah, he was great.
He was fucking
He's
wicked.
been a legend. He's like 3-day turnarounds for me.
Yeah,
4-day turnarounds.
that's
It's crazy.
wicked.
We're just so slow on it because we don't know exactly what like the branding is yet.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure it out.
Well, with that, so you're signed, which is hella sick. Were you signed when I met you?
No, I signed in March of last year.
Okay.
So
2022.
almost a year ago,
Yeah, 2022. Oh, okay.
Almost a
cool.
year ago, full on COVID, trapped in a house, still drank,
Yeah.
still
Fuck yeah.
celebrating.
So,
Signed
are
the
you?
deal, full COVID, couldn't taste the sniff. And then took a shot.
But that must have been amazing, though. Like, so
was
how did
great.
Capital come about?
It's kind of like I don't know if I'm going to have all the details right because it's kind of a full circle moment, but
Sure.
my manager, Cormac McGee, worked at the Ryerson Music Den, which is kind of a think tank for new businesses being built in the Ryerson music space. And there was a...
By the way, that place is amazing. A buddy of mine works actually there.
Yeah,
Yes, he
yeah,
does.
very cool.
That place is amazing.
We'll
They're
shout them out.
doing great shit. So
Nice.
there's a
They're
company
doing
that
great
sold
things.
out of there, and I don't remember what the company's called, but they essentially monitor TikTok algorithms, and then when something's being a disruptor, I think Warner owns it. Warner bought the company from the Ryerson Music Den,
Oh, wow.
and so that company ended up finding me, and so he was kind of part of the. He wasn't part of the company, but he was like managing the space that the company formed
That's
in.
sick. That's cool.
And so they found me, and all the labels have tools like that. And so when they called, everyone called. And then it was kind of like 5 or 6 months. That was like September of 2022. And it took all the way to March to get signed.
Okay.
And it was just like, go to LA. Everybody shows you how big their dick is.
How big were they? Not that big.
They're all very average, some a little
Average.
bit more. I do have to say, everybody I talked to is very nice. I mean, they were trying to court me,
Yeah,
but everyone was pretty genuine.
that's good.
And I actually had a really hard time signing. I get attached to people very easily. And so I was spending time with a lot of people from a lot of different labels, and it was really hard to, like, it was almost like breaking up. Like what I imagine. I've actually never broken up. The girlfriend I have now has been my only girlfriend ever. So
Really?
I have no idea what breaking up is, but I imagine
Don't do it, dude. It's not nice.
I imagine it's something like that. No, I never will. I'm a married
Dude,
girl.
every time I break up with a girl, I've been with my girlfriend who you met on New Year's,
Yeah.
my fiance now, for like 7 years,
Yeah.
and I hope we don't break up.
Yeah.
Because if we do, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you're done.
I'm complete. I've done it too many times where my heart's been broken.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't do that again.
I don't plan on it.
And now I have an alcohol company. It's not good.
Yeah.
I don't want to break up.
Free access
No
to
bueno. Oh, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll edit that out.
What was I going to tell you? Oh, yeah.
I want to hear after this. I want to hear some rock star stories. One. I want one. Like one that's just like it, like something that. Like
I have to think. I'll think about it. If I
Yeah,
have
think-
one, I'll tell you.
Yeah, please.
What was I saying before? Girlfriend.
Getting signed to Capital.
Yes.
Yeah,
So, eventually, you do a bunch of expensive dinners,
they're nice.
and you just order whatever you want, and it's a great time, and you feel kind of on top of the world. At that point, I was like, "Oh, I made it!
Yeah.
Like I made it." My song maybe had like 5 million streams. Like not in like a good amount for like an independent artist, but not like anything to write home about. Like
Yep.
I thought it was top shit, and maybe not on the outside, but on the inside, which was great
It's amazing
for the
feeling.
first time ever. Yeah. And then you kind of get into the. final parts of a deal, and every day you wake up and you're like, did they send it? Did they send it? I'm like calling all the parties like, hey guys, where are we at?
Yeah.
And so I was hoping it was going to be done before Christmas. Then the break happens, and then ended up going back to LA, signing to Capitol. They were just the best home. And they're partnered with a company called Range Media Partners. No affiliate with Range Magazine, which is in Toronto, I think. There's a magazine called Range here.
Shadow Range.
Shadow Range.
Range.
I was one of their artists to watch 2020.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Apparently.
Then shout the fuck
Shut
out.
up, yo.
Fuck yeah.
That was a small shout out, then a big shout out.
Yeah, huge. Well, I love when people like support other artists.
It's cool.
I love it.
It was nice. It was nice of them.
So is this under Capitol? Is under the umbrella of Warner
Universal.
Brothers or Universal?
Universal, yeah.
Yeah.
Universal.
Okay, that does
I'm
check
part
out.
of Universal Canada here. They've been great.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you know Ivan? Do you know Big Ives? Ivan Evidente?
No, but
I know the name. I've heard the name.
no, but he knows
important.
Joe Ferrara.
Joe Ferrari, yeah.
Joe Ferrari.
Shout out to Joe Ferrara.
Joe Ferrari, isn't it?
Ferrari, yeah, Joe Ferrari.
Is it Ferrara or Ferrari?
Ferrari, I think.
I love that guy.
He's awesome.
If there's any music exec out there who's the nicest man on earth, that guy is.
He's really nice, yeah.
He's
and then Big C's really nice
Big
too.
C's cool.
Big C's
I think
cool.
he's at Universal now. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
I know he's not at Sony.
Okay.
He might be at Universal. I don't know.
So yeah, I mean, like again, when we first chatted, I didn't know you only had like 25 cents for one.
Yeah, fucking I know. I was good at pretending.
But you didn't really tell me you had a lot of money though. you were just a guy.
I was just
Does
you were just a
money-
guy.
No, I
You
didn't.
showed
Okay,
up. You're
hold
like,
on
yeah.
a sec. Does money really matter though?
Doesn't, but I'm just saying.
It does not.
It only matters up to the point of safety. Of like
Comfortability, yeah.
like rent safety.
Yeah,
and
That's
that
true.
kind of
Yeah.
thing.
That's true.
Well, I
When you
mean,
can afford rent and food on the table, after that, I don't think it matters as much as.
you can be creative at that point. If
You don't think so?
Nope, it doesn't matter.
I think it does.
it does, dude.
What do you mean, like having money for
Like,
rent?
I would wake up and worry. You
Yeah.
know, for all.
You know
day.
what?
Like I couldn't focus on art.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No,
Up
you're
until
right.
that's until you know you're safe. Once I was at the point where I could be safe, I was like, I have so much more mental
Yeah.
Capacity?
freedom now.
It's because you're not
Just-
thinking
I'm
about
not
rent.
thinking about that.
I've been
Yeah,
an
I get that.
entrepreneur and a filmmaker since I was like 18, 19. So I've gone through that a billion times, and it never gets easy. And it's like when you wake up, you're just like, "Holy fuck, what am I even doing?"
But-
and it happens the other
For
day.
And then
For
you're like,
freelance?
Go get a fucking
You just-
Staples Business Depot job or something. Shout out Staples.
But yeah, but fuck. But I mean, like you always just make it work, which is
Yeah.
good. But it's just not a good feeling.
Yeah.
But like when you have enough money just to pay for things,
Then you're like, I can put my.
But now
brain-
I can focus on
wake
stuff.
up and be whatever I want.
100%. Yeah, yeah,
So once that kind of came through, everything was a lot easier.
totally. Yeah. No, for sure. Like if you're not stressed about it, but the thing is, you do need those stories. Like I need that
Yeah.
Rochester story.
I needed to see the dark side for sure.
100%.
And I definitely did. I mean, I was in like this house on Queen East, this empty house that a past manager of mine had, and all I had was a couch that was an art installation that wasn't actually a real couch, but it looked like a couch, and a TV with a milk crate with a TV on it.
Did the TV work?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's the only. And I
Was it
still
a
have that
flat
TV.
screen?
I love that.
Yeah, it was like.
Is
it
that
was
the
like,
TV that's in the video? Please tell
No,
me. That would have been cool.
No, that belonged to the director Jess. She's great.
Oh, okay. Shout out Jess.
Yeah, but yeah, I still have that TV, and it's been with me my whole time here.
Wow.
But I had nothing, and in the house, it was like drug addicts had lived there before, and there was like no stove, and like they had sold all the appliances off.
Right.
So it's like a microwave, and like I eventually got a toaster oven, but only late into when I was staying there. So it was
Which is very dark. Yeah, man. I lived with this fucking guy in the east end of Toronto.
Everything
Again.
starts with the East
The East,
End.
like,
always the
How
fucking
Yo, but like
is
an
this
ex-
happening?
Like ex super
East
criminal, ex
End.
fucking crackhead. Like, but I needed a spot for like I had to live there for 6 months. It was like $500 a
Yeah,
month.
that's exactly.
In my like as sketchy as it would be, like he was just fucking out of his mind. He would just wake up and just go nuts because he's like a recovering like
Right.
heavy drug guy. But I remember the worst part is I moved in and I already had a bed with a what's it called what goes underneath the bed frame, not the bed frame,
Yeah,
but
like the box spring.
box spring.
Box
There
spring.
was already a bed and a box spring on it, and he didn't want it to leave, so I put this on top of it, and I was sleeping this high.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, yo, dude. So I could never like bring girls back.
On your double box spring.
It was just I always had to crawl. I had to crawl up into this bed and sleep.
Did
It
you have
was
a ladder?
nothing.
Did a garden
But-
ladder
Nothing, dude. I just like climbed up.
So,
And it just became
did
normal.
you
and I
ever
was
did
like,
you ever bring a girl over?
Never. I'd always go to the girls' places.
That's so funny because I had like the weird thing with sleeping arrangements. Like I had a couch.
Yeah.
And then I had like an Amazon mattress on the floor like that
Oh
thing.
fuck.
And then it wasn't until maybe my 3rd year in Toronto I got a bed.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So it's just I had a similar weird bed thing.
But that was after I was crushing it before, like maybe a year before.
Right.
But then you just lose it all, and then so I've been through it a bunch. So like, but you can't. It was really hard to focus when I was living 6 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
And then waking up, be like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing with my life? But anyways, it's
you
good.
could just break an ankle.
Right, dude. I could like literally just fall off the bed and die.
Oh, dude,
Luckily I did.
so good.
I want to talk a little bit more about like a rock star story, like something like have people recognized you?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
okay,
started.
Cool. How does that feel?
I think it's cool. Like, I haven't had an experience yet where I'm like, oh, I wish
This didn't happen.
Yeah, like there's been a few occasions where it's like, maybe this isn't the best time, but it's always, and I promise this to my dad always told me this about like Paul McCartney. It's like if he sees someone, or like there's a fan trying to get his attention or something like that, you always give them the time.
Yeah.
Even if it's inconvenient, you have to remember that those are the people that are
paying.
Yeah.
Stuff. And they're the reason.
They're just people that are gonna tell all their friends. Like they're more likely to tell all their friends how sick you are. Like you'd rather that than tell all their friends,
you
or
don't want
more
them,
than
you don't
all
want to
their
break
friends.
their heart either, right?
That you're a dick.
Yeah.
You know. Even if you're having a bad day. There's been like, I mean, I would say the most inconvenient was airport customs line. It was a little bit because you're like constantly moving, right? At like Pearson. And so I'd keep coming back around to this woman. She'd say a few more things, and then we'd move again.
Okay,
It
so
was
in
like
the
in
like
that
the
queue.
the
Oh,
snake.
the loop around.
Oh,
so you would
yeah.
like
she was
see.
so nice, so sweet.
How old was she?
Like probably mid-30s, maybe
That's awesome.
40s.
And she recognized you right away.
Yeah, and that was early. I was flying out to LA after it blew up.
Oh, really?
Like that was like, or even before that. It was like, yeah, July or August of last year.
Okay, cool.
That was the most inconvenient. On New Year's, it was great. Met a bunch of people that
At my bar?
that knew me but didn't tell me they knew me.
That's
I
such
just
a
thought we were just,
that
like,
is
best friends.
that is a Toronto thing.
Yeah, and
That
then
is
they were
so
like,
Toronto.
Oh, yeah, I love you, and I was like, it was great. I mean, I love it.
None of my
I
friends.
love knowing up front. I don't think so.
No.
I love knowing up front just because it's like it's cool. But I also didn't mind just like feeling like a normal guy.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
We had fun that night.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
How
There's
much-
so many
how much
shots of Island Diaz going out that night by him.
I'd probably
from him?
I probably went through 3 bottles.
I remember being there with them for one, and I was like sick. And I don't really shoot it, right?
I gave
No,
the
you
DJ
don't.
guy a bunch of. I'd buy one for him every.
Who
time.
was
James
who-
Reddy.
yeah, he was-
Shout out James Reddy. I love
James
him.
Reddy's amazing, brother.
amazing.
He's amazing.
I've known him longer than I've known anyone. I've known him. He used to live across the street from me in the beaches.
Oh,
2000,
he,
like,
I like gave him enough to the
7.
point where he's like, dude,
yeah.
I have to do this right now.
he's good. He's good.
Yeah, anyone who would take one. It was hard at one point. It was hard to get people to take him because everyone had like 10.
And they're 44.4%.
Yeah.
They get you fucking wasted. Yeah.
But anyway,
Wow.
that was great. Probably I don't know where the coolest place would be. One time in LA, still during that kind of early phase, I got recognized on the street after I got my hair cut.
On Sunset.
It was on Cahuenga Boulevard.
Oh shit.
Yeah. There's a little barber shop. I forget what it's called. It's a chain of them. But got recognized there. I mean, any kind of show or bar or anything, it always happens.
So, how long you been in the music industry for? Because what's happening to you right now?
Officially,
Yeah.
like, I mean, if we're thinking about like when I got signed, like March of last year, if that's like official, releasing music June of 2021 was the first song when Mars came out. Trying to be in it for probably 8 years, 9 years. Started
And
recording
so, like,
music.
this is
I
like-
started recording music 10 years ago for sure.
But this is like
maybe 11.
obviously a dream come true.
Yeah.
And has it been like, this is my dream, or sometimes you're waking up, you're like, what the fuck? This is too much. This is
almost
not
everything
it.
has been amazing. There's
Yeah.
been a couple breakdowns. I had one, like when it blew up, I had one breakdown. I was just being so fucking hard on myself.
Yeah.
Like every tiny decision I made, I would like criticize myself endlessly in my head.
Right.
So I was like, everything I do right now matters to like make this song a global success. Like every interview, every like soundbite, it was blowing up while I was writing songs for my new album. And so it was like go to the studio every day, like noon to like 7, and then come home and like meet with my manager and talk about everything that happened to do with a song that's already been out. Like it was just nonstop. You wake up and that's all you think about.
Right.
And I was like criticizing myself on every tiny little detail. Then eventually realized like I was talking to my therapist and she's like, you need to like cut everything today. You can't do anything. Like I couldn't get a sentence out without like fucking bawling my eyes. Like it was crazy.
When did you get a therapist? During this?
Before.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a therapist before.
I just got one this year.
It's good.
I love it.
Great call.
I love it.
Great call.
I
That's the
definitely-
greatest call anybody can do.
Yeah.
Straight up. I don't care what anyone says. You know, like, you know.
One more of these.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, Rudy is my therapist.
Oh.
I don't pay him. I don't pay him.
He doesn't pay me.
I actually have one, but he actually stopped practicing at the spot that I was at, so I gotta get a new one. So I'm looking.
Yeah.
So wait a second. You changed therapist.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm trying to.
yeah.
Quiet on set.
Quiet on set. What are you doing here?
Loud on set.
What are you doing here, honey? Did you just come from home to like get me out of here? She hunted me down. She hunted me down. She's like, he's not home. So she followed me. There's no escaping you, honey. That's my girlfriend, by the way.
Hi, girlfriend.
Well, that's April.
Hi, April. I'm Talk.
Let's talk.
TALK.
Nice to meet you.
So nice you had to ask me twice. That's what I'm
How
gonna
are
go
you?
with now.
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
I'll let you do your thing.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to think
therapy.
of any other-
Therapy.
Yes, therapy. Yes.
So I mean, it's made a world of difference for me. One, I just don't have to tell my friends about my problems. I never really did anyways, but actually I never told anyone. So it's just someone I can just talk to. But you know what my therapist said to me
What?
before he left?
Yeah.
He said, you know what? You're one of my favorite clients. And I said, why? He goes, because you always ask me how I'm doing.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know
And I
what?
You're a
do.
good guy.
And
I
you
do.
actually do. You know what? Nobody ever asks them anything.
But
It's
that's
just
what he
people
said.
talking
They're
at
doormats.
them.
Yeah, he's just like, usually I'm just like a fucking
They're a
doormat. But like, when you come in, you're like, hey, so we chat about you and then you chat about me. Because I'm always interested in what he's thinking, right? Because
Right.
I'm like, I don't know if I trust this guy.
Yeah.
Listen, I had a therapist before.
Yeah.
At one point or another, I wasn't sure if she hated me or she wanted to fuck me, and I was like asking
Well,
her
maybe
questions.
both. It could have been both. Sorry,
You
girlfriend.
don't get involved in this. So at one point or another, I had to ask her so many different questions.
Yeah.
I was like, she's so sketch. Anyway, she ended up committing suicide.
Oh,
Oh my God.
that took
totally
a turn I did
Wow.
not.
That took a turn you didn't expect.
Rest in peace.
Oh, it was over COVID actually.
Rest in
really?
It was like the first wave.
Wow.
You know how like everybody went bananas like that first wave?
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't make it through the first wave.
Damn. Okay, well, R.I.P.
Yeah.
I went home to my parents during that time.
Like the first wave?
Yeah. Like the first day.
To Ottawa.
Yeah, it was March of 2020, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
I'd heard, I had a friend on like, what's that stock street called here where they do the stocks and stuff?
Bay
The
Street.
Bay.
Yeah, I had a friend that was like, they're going to shut everything down. No transit, no fucking anything, no. And I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here tonight.
Yeah. So you
I
left.
went back to Ottawa, stayed there till May.
Yeah.
That's where I wrote Mars.
Okay.
Where I wrote all the
Why'd
whole EP.
you write Mars, by the way?
I was definitely lost. I mean, I was 3 years into trying to make music work.
Mm-hmm.
Zero anything had come of it other than like collabing with a few people that were kind of in the same spot. I had a great management team and I had a great studio to work out of and everything, but it was like, I felt like it was never going to come.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, well, I might as well just fuck off now. Like, fuck this. Might as well just run away to Mars. You know, like, may as well just leave. I'm lonely. I'm in my like high school bedroom. Like nothing's going on. And I was watching a lot of space movies at the time too. Interstellar specifically.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking love Interstellar.
That's such a good movie.
It's one of the. I think it's like right under Lord of the Rings for me. It's like Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Yeah, Interstellar.
Wow.
That's
Shout
it. I
out to
think it's,
Chris
like, one of the
Nolan.
greatest.
I'm gonna rewatch it.
Chris
Maybe I already
Nolan.
seen it.
You need
It's
to
fucking
re-
great.
Dude,
I gotta
will-
rewatch
I
it.
would watch that movie every day.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll watch Scarface every day.
Scarface is good.
I love Scarface.
But I was watching that, and then I watched like The Martian, and I watched like just a million space movies, and I was like, you know what, this is an interesting topic.
Why space specifically? There's a pattern there.
I don't know. I like space.
But for that time period, you were watching only space movies.
Yeah, for that specific thing, I think I watched like Interstellar, and I was like, I gotta get more of this.
Yeah. Okay,
So
that
I was
makes
trying
sense.
to watch everything in the same world.
Yeah, that makes total
But there was
sense.
nothing compared to it. It's the best. I think it's one of the best space movies of all time, if not the best.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's so fucking good. The score, it's still, what's his name that did the score? Is still same guy. I forget his name.
Hansi?
Yeah,
Hans
Zimmer.
Zipperman.
Hans
No,
Zimmerman.
no, it's Hans
Bing Bong Zipperman.
Zimmer.
Yeah, it's that guy.
He still says it's
Z-I-M-M.
his favorite that he's
Zimmer.
ever done.
Yeah,
And he's done a fucking million.
he's amazing.
He's so good.
He's amazing.
He is
Do you ever see yourself get into that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope
Yeah, that's
so.
another thing. So you're smashing the music thing, which
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah.
Literally right after we met, your life has gone completely a 180.
Yeah.
You're killing it. I love seeing it. But you see yourself ever getting into acting or
Yeah.
you know, that any of that kind of stuff?
I think so.
Because you grew up. Your dad's a director, right?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like director, writer,
Yeah.
cameraman, kind
Cool.
of everything. My brother's a Broadway actor,
Oh wow.
and he's on
Older or younger?
older, 6 years.
So he
older.
went to musical school?
He went.
theater?
Yeah, he went to a musical
theater?
school in the U.S.
Oh, which one?
The University of Cincinnati in Ohio
Oh.
has a great program.
Cincinnati.
He's junior Gorg on Fraggle Rock on Apple TV.
Oh.
He's like a
Dude,
puppeteer.
that's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really good. He's
That's
like one
awesome.
of the best puppeteers. He works on Sesame Street.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. He is
Wait
like-
a second. So you're telling me both brothers
Yeah.
are fucking successful?
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Your daddy must be so
Yeah.
fucking pumped.
Your daddy.
I call him Daddy. You know,
Daddy.
Mommy and Daddy.
He's not a-
Daddy,
sound like a rich white
daddy,
girl.
daddy's
I'm
so
kind of a rich
pumped.
white girl.
A rich
Yeah.
white girl
Um,
from the valley.
They have what we call the brag wall in the basement, which is just
No
like
way.
a wall of like.
Oh
Accolades?
shit!
Yeah, it's like my brother with his Emmy. It's like a bunch of.
Wait. Your brother got an Emmy
Yeah, 'cause
too?
for Sesame Street, they
Oh
won an
fuck!
Emmy for
Of
Sesame.
of course.
And so
Okay. No. The Late Show.
Late Show.
That's wild.
It's on the brag wall too.
Yeah. He did the Late Show.
Dude,
it was cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was cool. It was all right.
On the
It
up and
was-
up, baby. Love it.
I still haven't really watched it. I was really nervous for it.
Okay. You seem pretty good though. Like when
I
they
was
came in.
losing my shit inside. I don't really get
It's
nervous.
funny though, bro. Like I don't think you think you're nervous, but
Yeah.
you're just like
Well, I could just
Whatever.
feel in my voice. I had been sick.
yeah.
I lost my whole wallet and passport and all my credit cards
Yeah.
the day before, 2 days before.
Yeah.
I was freaking out. I had a show in Toronto that week that was like, it was like 1,200 tickets or something, and I was trying so hard to get back for it. And I was like, what if I don't get back? Like all this shit's flying around my
Too much
head.
stuff, yeah.
Plus, it's like the afternoon. I'm used to like playing at night, drinking a bit before, hanging out, feeling the vibe, walking around the stage. It was like in at noon or in at 9 a.m. even maybe
Wow.
sound checking, and then doing nothing for 3 hours, and then playing at like 3 p.m.
No way.
And then it was like you have one chance, and then if it's not good and you fuck up and something's really bad, then we'll do it again. And then they were shooting the show backwards because they were doing like an Avatar sketch because it was Zoe Saldana was there.
Yeah.
And so they needed the whole day to film that. And so it was like music first. So you're walking into a cold audience. He just like introduces the show. It was the strangest experience.
It's surreal, right? Because it's blocked out and they just piece it all together.
Yeah, at the
but it
end.
doesn't feel like that.
No, it feels
at
like
all.
it's all one thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of the like straight dialogue that they do is all like pretty legit. Like when they were shooting like the in between stuff where he just talks with like his kind of cohorts.
Yeah.
It was all like off the cuff, straight up.
Well, it's funny because you didn't seem nervous on that. When I went on Dragon's Den,
Yeah.
I was just like I stayed up all night. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck that. Like there's a lot of things that happened before then that like
Yeah.
made me like this is not good. So like the whole time just like I thought we were killing it, and then when we weren't killing it, it didn't. I was just like okay,
really
and I had to
fucking
pee the
bad.
whole time. I had to pee the whole time. So I was like,
Oh,
you
we
guys
were
just say
killing
no.
it.
Like why do I have to be here for 45 minutes to say no and to say
Fuck.
no? But on camera, like I didn't seem nervous.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
so-
I think it was more like I maybe didn't look it, but I feel like I sounded a little.
But
like,
that's just
wasn't-
you.
I
That's
just
you
wasn't-
and your demons, right? Like
yeah,
that's
but I
kind of
wasn't
like me.
fully there. Like I couldn't lock in. I couldn't
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah, we can always do better, and we can always, in our own mind.
Yeah.
anyways.
It was a
The
great
thing
first
is that
one.
you're always your worst critic.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like
No,
at
I
every
agree.
point, we listen to this podcast and we listen to our own voices, and we hate it every time. Like it's just like
Yeah.
without any exception, we hate it every time. I don't know why.
And if we didn't have compression, we'd hate it even more.
We'd hate it even more.
I think basically how I've coped with it is like I'm not gonna watch it,
Yeah.
but I'm also not gonna beat myself up about it.
Yeah,
I just like as soon as I left, I was like I could be really like brutal on myself right now, but I'm just
why
gonna
do
be
it?
like fuck it. I was nervous and that's it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like it was
yeah.
cool. It was chill.
You're a human being.
He was really nice. He was sweet.
Yeah, like what
we
happened?
talked
Like,
before.
he chatted with you and stuff.
Yeah, he just
Cool.
he came up to me and he was like, I kind of turned around and he was there and I was like,
Surreal,
I
right?
was like, your skin is so clear. That's what I said to him the first thing. He's like, thanks.
He's like,
Thank
thanks, I get that every day.
See you
I was
later.
like, and you're really tall. I thought you were short, but you're tall.
He
He's
does
like,
look short.
but he's not.
Really?
He was maybe a couple inches shorter than me.
Oh,
Like,
really?
probably like 5'11".
He's that tall, eh?
Yeah, he was.
Maybe
tall.
they give him like the short lens.
I don't know. And we talked about being. I told him straight up. I was like, I am nervous. This is weird.
Yeah,
This
of
is
course.
not my normal area. Like I'm used to like a dingy club.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told him about my passport. And
What was going on with your passport?
Well, I just had lost it with all my shit on. I left it on a flight.
Oh no!
Like I was in. I upgraded to like a business pod, and I was like, wow, so this is so great. Oh look, my wallet and passport will fit right here, and it was like this little slot above the tray table, and I remember putting it in and not taking it out. Got off the flight, went to like this party. It was my first like swanky
party?
kind of party.
In the hills?
Yeah, Billy
Yeah.
Porter kissed me on the lips. That was fun.
Epic.
He just like,
I love
how you
that.
doing? So that was pretty funny. He's great. He's a legend.
So whose party did you go to in LA?
It was a friend of mine, Justin Tranter, who I did my whole new album with, pretty much every song.
Oh, sweet. He's a
So
producer.
writer,
A writer.
writer,
Writer,
producer.
yeah.
He does like Imagine Dragons, Selena Gomez, a bunch of. He's very, very successful. Very.
Oh, wow.
talented guy.
What's his name again?
Justin Tranter.
Hi,
Hi, Justin. If you see this.
Hi,
I love
Justin.
you.
Shout out to
He's the
Justin.
most incredible person
I want to meet
I
him.
could possibly work with.
I'm gonna go there next week, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
meet him. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
you'll
look
see
him
him.
up. I'm gonna look him up in
He's
the yellow
incredible.
pages.
Played in
When
a band called Semi Precious Weapons for a long time. He's the lead singer of that band.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
incredible. But it was his party, and it was wild and great. And I thought when I got back to the hotel, he asked me for ID to check into my room. So I'm going through my stuff. I'm like, fuck, I don't have my wallet.
Oh no!
So I was like, I must have left it at the party. So I'm like DMing them all like in this like drunk stupor of like,
Super successful people asking them.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, hey, can
Oh,
you go look for my wallet?
yeah.
Like it was the fucking
It's a good
worst.
talking point.
That
Though.
was
Keeps-
but
keeps
that was
them
like
in-
a huge anxiety thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And then somehow the guy's like, you don't have to like empty. I was like emptying out all my shit like on the hotel desk. Like I had this
Yeah.
big satchel that had like a Nintendo Switch in it, and like
Oh, sick.
I was just pouring out all of my trash, and
yeah.
there's stuff in the plane like the hand.
So how'd you get it back? Did you?
I didn't. I got a temporary. I have like a temporary passport. They're actually sick. It's white. It's like
Yeah, I went through
cocaine
that.
white. Yeah.
I had to get that in Cuba.
My girlfriend, we were going to Nicaragua, meet our friends. Her passport only had like 5 months left on it. Nicaragua's
6 months.
It's 6 months. Everywhere else is like 3. We fly into Mexico City, so we flew from Toronto to Mexico City.
Right.
In Mexico City, we try to go to Nicaragua. They're like, yeah, you can go, and then they're like to her, like, yeah, okay, yeah, you gotta not go. They're like, wait, we're like, what? So they weren't gonna let her on the plane.
Right.
So I left her. No, I'm just kidding. I stayed, and we stayed in Mexico City. Fell in love with Mexico City, and we had to go to the consulate and do all this kind of stuff. And now we're actually gonna get married in Mexico City.
Wow.
This is years ago, but like we're gonna go to Mexico City to get married because we love Mexico City that much.
I heard it's great.
When are
It's
you going
awesome.
to Mexico City to get married?
Well, I don't know. She knows that kind of stuff.
Like you don't know
I'm
nothing.
not really paying attention.
You don't even know when you're gonna get married.
It's in a year or something.
It's in a year and a bit.
It's in a year and a bit. Okay.
Okay, so you want to get into some more acting and stuff like that?
Yeah, TV shows, acting. The label that partnered with Capitol is called Range Media,
Yeah.
and they manage like every actor you could think of.
Fuck yeah.
Like a
Do you
management-
see yourself living in LA full time?
I think I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
L.A. or Austin or Nashville.
Do Austin.
Austin's cool.
Austin. Austin.
He's
Austin.
gonna move
I love. I don't know
Austin.
if Texas has income tax, but I know
None.
Tennessee has none.
Texas has no tax. I don't think.
No capital tax
Capital.
in Texas,
Right.
especially in Austin.
Nashville's also. I also love Nashville.
Nashville's great.
I had a great time there.
Shout out to Nashville.
Did
Nashville
you
is
perform there?
Shout out to Nashville.
great town.
No, just writing.
I think you do really well there. Do you know Gavin Slate?
No.
He writes for a lot of like country. He's from here originally, but he lives there now.
Okay.
I'll connect you guys though. He's like a songwriter.
Yeah, I haven't done any real performances in that kind of area, but I'm hoping to.
I would love to see you on that. I gotta see you live. I've never seen you live. Isn't that
You're
weird?
missing out.
No, every time you have a show, I'm out. I'm not
You're doing
here.
something, yeah.
I'm not in Toronto.
So when he was at the
You gotta
Garrison?
come to the Shania Twain thing.
When is that?
October of this year coming at Scotiabank Place.
My birthday's.
Wait a second, you're opening for Shania Twain?
Yeah, I got a 3-show run with her.
Fuck yeah.
Dude,
Montreal-
you're
yeah,
opening.
Montreal, Quebec. Well, this year, Montreal, Quebec City, Toronto.
I'm coming.
Wow, dude! Shout out to Shania Twain.
Is she
and-
nice?
Is she nice? I don't know. I
Oh, you never met
She's
her?
actually really nice.
You know?
I do know.
Yeah,
She's
you work-
actually really nice.
What? How?
She
How do you
seems
know?
like she'd be nice.
She looks really nice.
Either one or the other.
She's actually really nice.
Really nice or really
mean
not
really
nice?
But I've heard she's really nice.
I think she's really
No,
nice.
she's actually really nice.
What's her songs?
Up was the
boom.
first song I knew, and
My mom likes Shania.
Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
That's a good one.
what
I think
was
that's
that?
the same song actually, isn't it?
No, they're two different
Oh,
ones.
okay. Yeah,
Trust me, it was my first album. Okay.
Chumbawamba was my first album.
Whoa. What's it called? Thumping?
Thumping.
Thumping?
Thumbawamba.
Tub thumping.
What is it? Tub
thumping.
Yeah,
Tub thumping.
Yeah.
Looks
love
like
that.
she had the CD.
I had it too. That was my first CD, but I had a bunch of rap shit before that,
Wow,
like tapes and
badass.
stuff. I was
I
into
was
hip,
allowed rap
I
music.
was
into hip hop since I was like
I
8.
remember my first CD ever.
I don't remember. You do.
Ace of Base, actually, not
Really?
far, not far.
Oh, Ace of Base.
Ace
is
of
killer, though.
Base. Ace of
is,
Base.
like, legit.
Ace of Base, and he had 4 tracks, and that CD costed $20 at the time. It was
Dude, they were making
so
much money.
It's crazy.
Oh,
He
man.
had
I
4
wish the world
tracks.
was still like albums.
4
Nice.
tracks. It was $19.99, and I was thinking to myself, this is the most expensive fucking CD ever. For 4 songs, $20.
So you bought 2?
Just in case you lost one.
He bought 3 because he knew he's gonna use 2.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like $20, and
You
you're
did-
like
you did it.
12 years old, and you're like, fuck, this is painful.
It is. It's a lot of money.
It was so much
but the
money.
thing is, you cherish it at that point, though, too. Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, dude,
It's a
that CD
physical
had
thing.
0 scratches. Do you remember how scratches
All my
were a thing?
CDs had Dude, I was the worst.
Do you remember how people used
I
to
was
like?
pretty good. I was okay.
Like,
Middle.
My
in between you
ADHD
two.
just like whatever the quickest way to put this down, I'm gonna do it. Whatever
Yeah.
the quickest way to switch my PS2 games, I'm just gonna dump the CD, throw it wherever the fuck it goes.
Yeah. You kind of look
I
like
ha-
you
I
don't
had-
give a fuck.
Yeah, I was awful with. I still have trouble.
I
taking
kind
care
of
my
do,
things.
but now I like when I was a kid, I was very like meticulous like that. Now I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I used to be like with my CDs, pick them up, look it up in the air.
Yeah, because I was kind of like too uptight when I was a kid.
Do you remember
I was like,
blowing it? Because like it was so expensive to buy them, so I'd be like this and then like press it. Do you remember how the
I would never
middle
want to
hole?
hang out with you.
Why? You hang out with me all the time.
No, back then.
Oh, I was a maniac.
You're CD obsessed.
I love it.
Young, hung, and CD obsessed.
Oh man, it was brutal.
Oh shit. Okay.
Take your time.
Yeah, please take your time.
Yeah,
like you
please.
can
My
look at
time is worth
look.
no
Yeah,
money,
no
so-
money. Like have a
know
look
what
at your
you're
phone.
Who wants another rum and coke?
Yeah, I'll do one.
Yeah. We'll do another one. I gotta like soonish. My girlfriend's giving me like bad looks.
we'll wrap it up in about an hour and a half.
What? I'm not throwing you under the bus.
You got bus thrown for sure. That was a big bus. You got Toronto. What's it called here? It's not called OC Transfer. What's it called?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
TTC.
TTC.
bus.
Shout out to the TTC.
I took a lot of TTC and now I don't anymore.
Dude, isn't it the best feeling on earth not to take the TTC anymore? And you're just like, thank
I used
God.
to just ride that 501 streetcar
It's the worst
across the city.
fucking
because
street.
I was that first house I lived in was like Leslie and
Queen.
Queen. It's right beside that restaurant that used to be Kaylee's Cottage,
Oh yeah.
but now it's something different. But the house directly beside that, I lived in, and then I would take the 501 all the way to Liberty Village,
Do you miss TTC?
No, he does not miss TTC.
I
Don't
mean,
tell
there
me
was-
you miss TTC.
No. There is. I don't miss the TTC because but I do miss having that time to kind of do shit where I'm not at home and I'm like I feel like I would be on that thing.
Sorry. That was all the pop there was left. I'm not getting another pop.
I put it in, and it's
Hey, bro.
like,
Hey, we're on low
shoot.
budget, dude. Sorry, bro. That's all the
like,
pop we could afford.
Really?
Get the Coca-Cola sponsor too.
What's that Coke over there?
It's empty, dude. And
And
that's
imagine
it's another-
Island Diaz
it's another
suggested
empty one?
rum for rum and cokes from Coca-Cola.
oh my god.
It's another empty one.
It could work.
like
It could
a
work.
like a
we
can
want to do
partnership.
we want to do a can. We want to do like
hey,
Like a big
listen,
drink.
is
That'd be
is
sick.
it-
But you have to make. So I had. They were when I first signed. They were asking me about like what I would want to do for liquor. Mm-hmm. And my number one thing was, yes, a canned like mixed drink, but it has to be like 15 or 17%.
wow.
Like they're called. I would call them like doubles.
For sure.
So it's like a 6-pack of doubles, and
Yeah,
it'd
yeah.
be like double rum and cokes or like triple rum and
you
cokes.
love
shit.
you love rum and coke. Like
Yeah,
you
it's
just
all
love
That's
rum.
all I drink.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The only thing I drink is like when I don't have Diaz is like spiced rum, any kind of spiced rum.
Yeah.
But like if this shit's around, like
For sure. Yeah. We'll make it
it'll-
around.
Kick
that
it back.
box is gonna disappear.
I know. We got him a case. So
It's
let's
gonna
see.
fucking disappear.
Hey,
I love it.
can I ask you a question?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I guess
But
so.
yeah,
That's
You're
not
asking.
why we're
Can we
here.
make a bottle or a can just for him?
Okay.
Is it just my beautiful pear-shaped body?
It might be.
No.
I don't know where he's going with it, to be honest.
No, make
What?
a bottle
It's my,
or a can.
My dainty feminine figure on a can.
First can. First
A
can.
perfume bottle. Imagine like a
Perfume bottle of
Like
you.
the naked guy?
Yeah.
That's it. I think that would
How
sell.
about a rum bottle?
I think that would sell.
I think we should definitely make a rum and Coke.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, will like Coke like go after you or something?
Well, no, we can
You
make our
have
own
to call it
cola.
cola, yeah.
we can make our own cola. I
Make-
know how to make cola.
Oh yeah?
You
Yeah.
need a bunch
You got
of
the recipe?
sassafras and raspatas
A
and
bunch of bullshit.
A bunch of
Ding
shit.
dongs and
Bing bong
Ding
bong.
dong, bing
Little-
bong, bing
little-
bong,
And
bong,
anyways,
bing bong.
long story short, make the can and with some Island Diaz, pa pa pa, put some Coke, pa pa pa, you know,
That's
and
the
then
slogan. Like I'm loving it.
pa pa
Ba,
pa,
ba, ba.
you know,
Ba, ba,
put
ba.
put
I'm
the
loving
there
it.
in there.
Yeah, we could do that. We can do that for sure.
But like, how many percent can we do it?
What's
Okay,
the,
well,
what
it's
are
only
what's
the
the
limits?
legal-
That's-
no,
what's
it's
the
not even
legal?
the limits. It's
There's
not
no
even the
limit
limits.
because they do canned wine.
It's well, what it is. It's the tax. So
Right.
everything is taxed differently, right? So beer's taxed at, I believe, and I probably I'm wrong. Beer is taxed at like 10%. Wine's taxed at 18%. Liquor's taxed at 65%.
Right.
What?
Or 60% or something, or 52. But we're at the end of the day, after HST, 73% is taxed of that bottle.
Ooh.
So liquor is like the one that's taxed the most.
Right.
So
Beer is taxed less.
So
but
ca-
again,
But it would still be considered a liquor, right? 'Cause-
no.
Oh,
But
it's
it, like,
considered a hard.
well, if it's 5%, then you're taxed at the beer level, right?
So it's all about percentage.
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
necessarily. So if it's like under 14%, it'd be wine.
Yes.
Or something like that,
Yeah,
or
something like that.
15?
I think there's some beers that are like 10% or something. So how
As
we
long
would
as it's
do
like
it.
a double or a
Can-
triple.
here's-
quantity.
here's
'Cause
my-
I
I
wanted
think
to.
they
I
could be-
wanted to drink like I poured myself a rum and coke.
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
How
And
can
no
we
one
do that?
ever pours. No one's
Or rum and
measuring-
Coke.
When they're making a mixed drink, no one's measuring.
The proper way to do a rum and coke is actually 50-50.
That's what I think.
That's a
too.
Cuba Libre, and then also lime to really separate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's actually how it's supposed
That's
to be.
how I drink it,
Yeah.
baby.
How about orange?
I'm doing something right.
What do you mean orange?
They do
Slice
make-
of
they
orange.
Make a, Captain Morgan says an orange vanilla now.
I
Oh my
know.
God, how
That's
is
what I'm
it?
saying.
I'm not gonna try it.
Perfect.
And gingerbread. They have a
So here's the
gingerbread
thing.
That's wild.
Why don't we make a drink,
Mm.
rum and Coke,
Yeah.
but not this Coke, our own Coke.
one. Sponsored by Island Diaz. Find your island.
Find your island.
What's your
right?
island?
What's
Yeah,
your
whatever.
island?
What's your island?
What's your island? You know?
Nectar of the gods.
Let
That's
it
what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout that out. Nectar of the gods.
Nectar of the gods.
Shout out to
I love
Jed
it.
You
Tam
just have
over
like a
here.
bunch of people all dressed as gods, like
It's
in a
just-
room, like in a party,
Yeah,
and no one's
I know.
talking
This
to
is
you.
a big orgy.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
That's the best party ever. And then rum and Coke into a can,
Yeah.
Seal the can. Make sure
seal
you
the can, seal the can,
Yeah.
talk Diaz.
Talk to
Boom.
us. Fuck yeah. I
Boom.
mean, well, yeah.
Or
like,
or you call it like
Limited
Island Diaz,
edition.
like the talk.
Ooh.
Talk the talk.
Yeah.
Talk the talk.
now,
walk the
let
walk.
me ask you a serious question
Yeah,
for once.
sure.
Have you thought of ever having your own talk show,
Yeah, the Welcome to the Talk Show.
So
It's
good.
called.
right?
Yeah,
It's right there. It's in the name.
it could happen at some point. I think
Or the talk.
I have more to do. I think I have more finding myself to do before I'm fully comfortable.
Well, you're in a good position to
In an
find yourself
acting
right now.
role,
I
yeah.
feel. Yeah.
Like I need to really. I'm just starting to figure out who I am, and I feel like
Yeah.
for so many years pretending to be something different or not myself, and now I'm kind of
Oh, that's beautiful.
being myself now, and so I think I need a few more years to get comfortable with that.
Well,
and
I
then
mean,
it's
like,
then you can put me in an acting situation.
Yeah,
and
you're
in front of
doing
the
it like
camera.
you're doing the right things, right? Because you're getting all the experience and the, just the experiences
Yeah.
that normal people won't be able to get.
Right.
And then after that, you can apply it for other things, right? So,
Right.
which is great. And that's how, if I become an actor, I can pretend that I was high as hell in Rochester on PCP because
Right.
I was
Yeah.
at one point,
You've had
Flash.
this experience.
naked in a hotel room.
Flash
for 3 days,
news.
sweating.
You've been an actor for the last 2 years.
This guy doesn't even know. I was in a movie, bro.
Oh, I've seen the movie. I love the movie, by the way. But you've been a full-time actor for a while now.
I've been a full time. I'm not by choice.
Not by choice.
No,
Not
but
by choice. But you've been a
Yeah.
full-time actor for a while now.
Not by choice, but it's more like
I bet you crush in a Tim Hortons commercial.
I think. You know what?
Like,
I
I'm
would.
just thinking about it. If you told me to buy a breakfast sandwich, I'd probably do it.
You know what's funny? It wasn't Tim Hortons, but McDonald's. I auditioned for it.
No way.
Yeah, they wanted me to audition. And it was a self-tape. My girlfriend filmed it. And
Wow.
I'm blaming her that I didn't get it because she filmed it. And
Drew's done a Tim Hortons breakfast
I
sandwich.
think I saw he was in the. I
There's
saw
like a
him in
new
it.
breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like
Yo, I
last
like Drew
year.
a lot, man. His energy's
I love
good.
Drew too.
He's awesome.
I
Yeah.
gave him a kiss on the head today because he's doing good work for me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I hope I get a kiss in the head. That'd be
I
great.
can kiss you on the head.
You can give him a bottle of Island Diaz.
I may do that.
No, he's gonna drink it all, dude.
Yeah, but I honestly, it's so like. It's been, other than New Year's,
Yeah.
it since I saw you that day, I hadn't had it.
Yeah.
Because I had drank the bottle he gave me, and I
Right.
hadn't had it since.
Well,
and
before-
I was like, dude, that's the taste I fucking love. Dude. God, that's
Anyways,
fucking good,
I
dude.
think. Do you have anything you want to say to your fans?
I
other
love
than
you.
you-
It's the
yeah,
same
you
thing I
love
say
them.
a lot. I love you guys.
And it's very
Anybody
genuine.
that's watching this, yeah, it really is. I really do appreciate it, and it's been a crazy.
I really
2022.
really liked watching you react to their videos on TikTok.
Yeah, that was.
I
cool.
thought that was very, very.
That was cool.
That was just like a good moment.
And I
at the
wanted to
time.
do more of it, but eventually the song grew
Yeah.
to the point where it wasn't mine anymore. And so I don't want to like insert myself into something that kind of became something bigger than me.
I feel that.
So like I didn't want to do remixes. I didn't want to do like stitches or
Yep.
like corny kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Like at first it was like shocked that people were interacting with it. So it was like, I'm going to interact with this. But then eventually it was like, I'm just going to let this thing do it.
Yeah.
I'm out of this now.
Yeah.
I think that was the right call. I feel good about that.
No, for sure.
Rather than like, hey, please like open verse challenge.
Right.
I didn't want to do that.
Yeah. Run away to Pluto.
Wanted to keep it like. It's all
No. I think you did a good job with that.
Mhm.
Okay, so on the road, you're going back to LA soon. I
Yeah,
assume.
going back to LA in a couple weeks.
Okay.
My flight's not booked, but it never gets booked.
So one thing is, I know because I've been in film for so long. I know every artist that's coming up or whatever.
Mhm.
It's 1 in a million, and you're 1 in a million. That's
Thank
fucking
you.
wicked, isn't that?
Yeah,
But like, what
it's
would
true.
you like?
It never works.
Again, it's fucking.
I just
amazing.
always imagined that it would, and so I think I was like less shocked. I mean, I don't know if that has any. I believe in visualization, all that.
Law of
stuff.
attraction.
Yeah,
I'm huge on that.
I think I always just like I never accepted another possibility. Then
Yeah.
at some point this is gonna work.
No, for sure. So, like, if there was, a million of these guys around the city,
Mhm.
what would you tell them to just go for it, keep going for it, or
I mean, it's all like
it is a mind game, right?
it is a mind game, but nothing matters except for the songs. That's my best advice. A great song is a great song is a great song is a great song. Nothing will ever change that. No industry, no marketing, no nothing. Like you're obviously gonna get like trash ass songs
Yeah.
that come up and
But you're a whole personality, though, too.
right.
Like
But I think that took time to like be comfortable enough
Okay,
with
cool.
people, and
when I met you, you were already
I was already doing it.
yeah. Like I remember watching the one video where you were, you go to your mom, you're like, Mom, I want to join the army. She's like, what? I want to join the army. shoot guns, PP, or whatever it was. And then you just start singing. I was like, who? Because I don't know how it came about where we started talking, but that was the first thing I saw you. I was like,
That's
yeah,
so
fuck
funny.
yeah.
That's so
yeah,
early.
let's get
It's
him
probably,
in.
It's probably deleted off TikTok and shit.
It's so funny.
I was just being a goof because it was COVID and like I had nothing to do.
Yeah, and then you're just singing
And
in the
I knew
bathtub.
if I just like, I knew if I knew, you know what it was? Is my parents had just redone their bathroom and
It's
I walked
sick.
in and I was like, this looks fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I should film something in here. that was my thought. And I was like, how can I get from nothing to a bathtub? And I was like, I think the best way is that I want to join the army.
Why the army thing like
It's
blew my mind.
I was singing that Hero War song by I forget what the band is called. Rise Against.
Oh, okay,
They have like one. I've never listened to Rise Against except for this one.
they're
song.
from Canada, no?
Are they? I don't think
I'm
so.
probably wrong.
I feel like they're from like Vegas.
Yeah, they're
something
Vegas
like
guys.
that.
Rise Against?
Yeah, Rise Against. I think
Casino
they're
guys,
American.
yeah,
Casino guys.
Big
Rise
cas-
against the
Dude,
casino.
huge casino guys.
for sure, for sure.
But I was
I
like, I'm
love
gonna
it.
sing that song. Chicago.
Oh, they're from
The
Chicago.
beautiful city
Shout
of
out to
Chicago. Which
Chicago.
actually Chicago's coming up right now.
Chicago's amazing.
I've
Dude,
heard that Chicago is
Chicago's
absolutely
been
fucking
pumping
unreal.
for a while.
I've heard that it's like so fucking nice.
Have you been?
No.
I dated a girl there, so I used to go there a lot. I love Chicago. It's a fucking way.
sure I'm
You know
gonna
what
get
it is? Chicago is basically Toronto,
Yeah.
but Chicago.
But America.
Yeah, it's
I've
different. but
It's Toronto,
nice.
but in the U.S. I get it.
Yeah, I've heard
It's
that.
good, though.
I've heard that comparison.
Yeah,
So here's another question: was she Filipino?
half.
Oh my god. Man,
That's actually real. And like,
Dude,
I dated a lot of
cannot-
girls in the States, and they weren't Filipino. But I'm not gonna lie.
But
yeah.
that one was half Filipino.
half. Yeah.
Salaman,
Okay, not that far.
Yeah. Don't stray. I don't know. what
Don't
to
stray
say.
too far from the path.
There we go.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Anyways, I was on Dragon's Den.
Was it? Because I mean, when
Okay.
you watch Dragon's Den, it looks like it's like you can't see producers or anything. You know, like it looks like it's all just them in a room.
It's them.
But is
yeah.
there a huge like up those
It's a
stairs
whole
or whatever?
fucking.
Is there a huge
It's like a whole thing, dude.
Ecosystem.
Yeah.
They've
Crazy.
got that
Yeah.
ecosystem like down to a T.
Is it
though.
like what I imagine Canadian Idol or American Idol, I guess, is like where it's like a table and you show up and you're like, "Hi, this is my thing," or is it like a
Yeah,
long
they put you in the
application?
back and they give you like everyone gets a room and like you get your product there and you go through the prop guys and they're
Because
like,
a lot of them have like sets and shit.
well, they
right?
get all the set. They ask you what you want. I was like barrels, whatever.
Right.
One thing I didn't really want is the palm tree fucking like what's it called? The background, like the Caribbean
orangey-
thing. Because it's not a Caribbean rum,
Right.
It's Canadian rum, and we
So they printed that?
no, it was on the translate screen. So they're like, "How about this?" And my partner
And it
Chris,
looks like selloffvacations.com.
yeah, it's just like,
So
but
he
it's also
answered
looks
the
like
email?
two white guys selling a rum. Right? It's like what?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
selling a Caribbean rum. We're not Caribbean rum. We're Canadian rum. But it was just kind of funny because one of the guys mentioned that he's like, "You guys, you have this whole Caribbean background. You didn't mention the Caribbean once." I'm like, "Did you listen to the whole fucking thing? We said like we make it down the street, dude.
Right.
Like this is not us. They did this."
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
anyways, it was just like a weird like.
It was Kevin, whatever his name is.
Kevin
O'Leary?
O'Leary, he's
Yeah.
been gone forever.
He's been gone.
Yeah.
on
He's been
Shark
gone?
Tank now.
Isn't
He got
Shark
that.
Tank the same thing?
Yeah, but it's American.
But he's also under a lot of fire. That FTX thing. He was like,
Yeah.
He was on
I mean,
a
the
lot of
boating
fire
thing
for
and then
killing
the
someone. How
FTX,
about
yeah.
that?
was his
I've worked
wife.
with him a few times.
He was on fire for like killing someone.
His wife.
Killing someone?
His wife ran someone over with a boat.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
There's
That
a
happened
whole
in Lake
thing.
Joe.
There's a whole
No
thing.
idea. I don't really pay attention.
She
Yeah.
had some drinks. They just
I
had some
remember
drinks.
COVID and I remember COVID too. That's it.
I think it was just before.
I think it was just before. It was like a huge
But anyway,
news.
Wow.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
she was cleared of
Damn.
everything. And
wild.
it was like the other boat had their lights off.
Oh
so the boat
shit.
just went right.
Just went right through,
Yeah.
broke the
Holy
other boat
fuck.
in like half,
Crazy.
and like 2 people died.
Rudy used to have a boat.
Did you?
Used to.
Did it
Past
have
tense.
like a sick name? Like the Dreamliner?
No man, it was called like the.
Castle?
It was called the art department, and I
Art
put.
department.
Yeah, it was called the art
Fitting.
department.
It was
Fitting?
called it's called Cum Dumpster.
Cum dumpster.
Cum dumpster.
Nice.
It was called the art department, and you know how I like stuck the name in there?
Yeah.
You know, with like green tape, like
That's how you
painter's
wrote it
tape.
on?
I wrote it on with like green painter's tape.
Did you outline it and then paint in between? Or you
No,
just
man.
wrote it on green tape?
No. I
I'm
just put
starting to
like
think
tape.
this is bullshit.
No, he
Like,
did
I have a
one.
photo.
He did
Had
have
a
a
boat
boat.
with that.
Dude,
did
I
have
have
a
a
boat.
photo. I can show it to you.
Girlfriend, can we get a confirmation?
Confirmed.
Oh,
He had a boat. He had a boat. The boat was
wow,
like
you
a
had
old
your
school-
ass saved.
Oh yeah.
It was a sailboat,
yeah, it was a sailboat.
so it didn't go that fast, but it was fun.
Yeah,
Did
it was
have
fun.
a little outboard motor.
We got into a sticky situation with her a couple of times. I don't think. Hey, who was that buddy of yours that you brought in one night? I was at SAT. I left SAT early that night. I was supposed to go to Italy the next day, and you brought in a buddy of
What
yours.
are you talking about?
You came to my boat,
I never actually seen your boat.
dude. You came to my boat with a friend of yours, and we went for a ride at like.
I've
like,
never been
at
on your
dusk.
boat ever.
You're
Ever.
mistaken, my man. You're trying to put
Oh
someone in.
my god!
I've never been on your boat.
You don't remember that?
No, I've never been on your boat. I've only
It
been on
was
Tom's
one of
boat.
those nights.
You serious?
I'm serious.
I remember clearly that I was with you that night.
Maybe on Tom's boat.
Was
Or
it
on-
Tom's
or,
boat?
Or maybe it was Matt's boat, Matthew's.
You brought it. No,
You brought
it's my
some
boat.
Filthy little peasant.
No, you
To the
brought.
boat
No,
party.
he brought an actor. You brought another
It
actor.
was Matthew McConaughey.
I remember you were there.
I wasn't there. I'll bet you like $3,000.
I gotta look through my
guarantee
text
you got
messages for that day.
You okay? Sure, but like I'm gonna bet you $3,000.
You know what? On the next podcast, we're gonna find out.
$3,000. Are we gonna do it or not?
$3,000.
$3,000. Can I get in
$3,000.
on this? Can I just bet nothing and just
Are
be
you?
in
Well,
on
who do you
this?
think? Me? I'm right or he's right?
I think it's you. I think you're right.
I'm right because I don't forget things. He's making
I
up a
think
lot
you
of
do it a
things
little
lately.
troll.
No, I don't make. Here's the
Well, he
thing.
was right about the boat, though.
Uh
The boat was
oh.
correct.
Yeah, that's. But I didn't rebuttal against the boat. I didn't rebuttal it. I'm
It's
rebuttaling
hard to
against
tell.
him, like me being on his boat. I remember never being on his boat, and
You brought like an actor, dude.
no, dude.
What
No.
was his name?
Yeah.
The actor? Come on.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Come
I need some
on.
details here.
I don't know. I remember you brought in an actor or something. You
No,
know?
never happened.
Who is that? I gotta look at
So,
the.
dude,
I
are we
got,
doing
Sure.
$3,000 or no?
we're not
totally-
doing
We're not doing
$3,000.
$3,000?
Make it
And even-
$9,000.
$9
I'm gonna be
grand.
in on it with you.
Right? Yeah. See?
You can
I
get
don't remember.
6 if you win, and we'll
Listen,
take 3.
I'm
if
gonna
we
look
win.
at my text messages and look
Oh,
at this.
you-
But
'cause
no, the
How many
deal's
years
off.
ago was this?
I remember.
He had a
like,
boat 2 years ago.
Okay, so you might be able to
I
find
still
those
have it.
texts.
I still have it technically. I still own it.
It's just hidden.
Politics.
It's hidden
politics,
away.
Politics.
It's just hidden.
It's in St. Lucia right
just,
now.
It's just in the bottom of the
It's
the
in St.
lake.
Lucia,
Yeah.
filled with gold bars.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's hidden. It's hidden. I
All right.
still mine.
Anyways, enough boat talk.
Enough
boy.
boat.
Enough
Boat.
about your boats.
Okay,
Boat.
so what's next with talk?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah, but you're just living day by day, and you're
Yeah, day by day, and whatever's requested, and
yeah.
this technically is the last day of my vacation.
Okay.
Of
So
my
hopefully,
personal
there's a
vacation.
tour going on.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking there will be. Nothing's confirmed. I got a great call today
Nice,
about something possible.
sweet.
Hopefully, like May to August, I'll be on the road in the U.S. But we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of one-offs, a lot of offers, a lot of stuff we're
Awesome.
trying to sort out.
Love
and
it.
then the Shania Twain's like really the next.
That's
big thing,
wicked.
big thing.
That's super.
And it's
wicked.
so funny because when Luke Combs came, I'm friends with his manager, and so I went to see that Luke Combs show at Scotiabank Place, and then it was like a few weeks later we got the offer to like that. I was like, oh man, I wish I could fucking play here.
Yeah.
And it was a few weeks later. It was like, you're gonna play here.
So
yeah.
you've never played at Scotiabank?
I've never played in an arena. No.
Oh wow.
The biggest thing I played was Quebec City, but that
Right.
was outdoor,
Right.
so I've never played. In an
So
arena.
the first
But I was
time,
right beside the stage watching the whole Luke Combs thing, and I was like, man,
so the first arena that you're gonna play is gonna be Scotiabank.
probably unless something changes, I'll play Scotiabank.
Dude,
And the
that's
other-
amazing.
It's crazy. And the
It's
other
crazy.
crazy thing is I was in Quebec City, and I do all my interviews in French because I'm bilingual.
Oh.
Like bilingual enough.
You
Like
get
not
by.
fully. I'm bi-curious. What can I
I'm
say?
curious. Yeah.
And I was doing all my interviews in French, and we were talking. I was like, yeah, next year I'm gonna play like the Videotron Center, which is like the arena there. I was like, I 100% am gonna do it. I had no idea the Shania thing was gonna come along, and then I ended up playing. Like I'm gonna play there,
I love that.
and so it's like I can't wait to go back to that station and be like, I fucking told you.
Right.
Shout out to Shania.
Shout out to Shania.
Shania Twain.
So how do like they pair, like who pairs you? Was it Universal? Was like
No, mostly agents. I have an agent at Feldman here,
Okay.
Steven Himmelfarb. He's a legend.
I don't know him, but I know Feldman.
He's great. I think he's like a vice president or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
He's never gonna watch this,
Well,
but
shout
he's a
out.
legend. I met him one time and he was great.
Sick.
And he just like really went to bat for me and really like pushed for it. And she liked me. She only ever takes out women. She never takes
that's
out
cool.
men. And so I'm one of the first men that she's ever taken out.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Is there anyone else
really?
that's in the show?
No, it's just me and her.
Wow.
Wow.
Fuck, that's me
It's a
fucking
one-over
Dude,
wish.
that's
Yeah.
huge. She's never taken out
I don't
men
know
before.
if she's never done it, but it's very uncommon.
Yeah.
Like in her U.S. side, it's Haley Witters. Who's another
Okay.
range person that I know.
So how long is your set?
Great fucking question.
Yeah.
Like in general,
Yeah.
I can play anything, but the issue is I only have 6 songs released. 7 if you count the cover.
Yeah.
The How to Save a Life cover.
Yeah.
So it's tough to fill an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like my next album's great and it's gonna be awesome, but it's not ready to play. And so it's usually like 35, 40.
That's good though.
Yeah.
That's
And
good
so I
amount.
think it'll be like between 30 and 45.
Yeah. That's
Probably
cool.
45 if it's one opener.
Well, I feel like I gotta go because I gotta go to bed.
You gotta be up at
Dude.
4:45.
It's been such a pleasure
It's
meeting
been
you,
amazing.
man. Thank you so much.
of course,
Thank
of
you. You're
Anytime.
Fucking
you're
guy,
a
my
mensch. You're the guy.
My favorite guy in the world. No, I'm really
Any fucking time.
so stoked that you came by.
Yeah.
Like
True.
mensch. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bestes Mensch.
Oh, it's a very menschy.
This has been episode 6. Rudy spilling his drinks.
Tune in for episode 7 where we visit the boat.
Oh, the art department. The art
The
department.
art department makes,
The
its,
art department.
makes its grand return to the Atlantic Ocean.
Episode 6 with Talk, Island Diaz Potty. Shout out Leisure Department.
Shout out Island Diaz.
Shout out Island Diaz.
Nectar of the Gods.
Nectar of the Gods.
Nectar of the Gods.
And that's a cut.